Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects of the like. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome all Mandela effectings. Hey, so we're here tonight. We got Life Matrix and Mendel Pearl with us, and some others I've invited too. Hopefully they decide to join us on their time, on their free time. So, what we want to talk about tonight is understanding the matrix construct or the construct reality that we're living in right now, and although finding and hunting logos and residues is really fun and everything, there is a deeper meaning to the Mandela effect, and that's why we're here tonight. Matrix.
Yeah, I'll jump in for a second. I'm just finishing up my workout at the gym here, but I'll jump in for a little bit and I'll join you guys a little bit later as well.
Okay. All right. That sounds good, brother.
Cool. And the bell rings. Go.
Matrix. Just tell us real quick your views on the construct. Tell everybody in the audience.
Well, I keep coming back to the fact that this could possibly be like an in-between reality. I feel like I shifted in late 2013 on the operating table. I'm not convinced. I can't prove it. But I do know I studied Florida and the region very closely before I left for my surgery, late 2013, September actually. And then, I was talking to my girlfriend at the time that, the Bahamas were too far away to visit. They were 4 hours away. And I researched the Florida Keys too, so I thought that would be kind of cool. And the Florida Keys used to be kind of more like a boomerang. They didn't go all the way around into the Gulf like they do now. And so after my surgery, I'm kicking back, recovering, and I'm looking at, the freaking, the map again. I'm looking at the map and I'm like talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, babe, like we could have gone to the Bahamas. It's only an hour and a half, jumper plane flight. And I looked at the Florida Keys and I'm like, I was just like, what? I thought the Florida Keys were more like a boomerang. And then they were like going into the Gulf of Mexico all of a sudden. I'm like, huh? And I had no idea, even, late 2013, the effect wasn't really known that well, even though Fiona Broome had coined it. But it's still like, I wasn't aware of it. So I was just like, I just kind of like most people do. I was just like, okay, whatever. I guess I just must have been mistaken. And then from there, I slowly woke up to some changes as my life went on. And and so I think that this could possibly be an in-between place. I'm not saying that that this hypothesis is true for everybody, but when we are remembering people that had died on one timeline, so many people know that all these celebrities had died. And now we find ourselves here on this timeline where they're alive again, dying again. I mean, it doesn't take too much to put those things together and think, okay, well, maybe I shifted as well to find myself in a reality where they shifted to. I can't see that's what this is, but I do. This reality feels so much more malleable and shifty than my previous one, and for sure, my reality wasn't this shifty before my surgery.
I totally agree.
And hey, if we get second chances, third chances, what a gift that is. Wow.
I'm not complaining. Exactly. Why complain about that?
I know a lot of us on here, we seem to have had like near-death experiences, what we think was near death, and maybe we actually died. And have you had anything like that, Mendel?
Not necessarily a near-death experience, but a couple of times within the last 2 years, I've nearly had an out-of-body experience. So I was thinking perhaps maybe one of the episodes where I had an out-of-body experience, that maybe somehow I shifted into a different reality then, perhaps. But then again, just like with Life Matrix, I can't prove that either, because it wasn't a full body out-of-body experience, just like a partial, but it's possible. I mean, similar but different.
Yeah, I mean, I I totally agree. Although I am struggling with the fact that it's like they're trying to make us think they're trying to make us think that we're living in a matrix reality, or we are living in fact a supercomputer. We're part of somebody else's fairy tale, in other words.
And then again, though, haven't recently people in Silicon Valley are trying to prove that we are living in a matrix? Hasn't that been recently in the news, if I'm not mistaken? Is that correct, Matrix?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of programming in the news about this, about them trying to say that's what this is. A lot of scientists, XYZ, and the baseline reality could be it's true, and what I just shared could be true simultaneously. So,
exactly.
So it's like that hypothesis does not cancel out the other one. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not.
Right, but I mean, I'm pretty sure with all the deja vu and like all these things that are so unexplainable in our reality that we've known about for so long, synchronicities, serendipity, feeling like sometimes life is like a dream.
Yes,
right.
I feel like that.
And Scarab and I have talked about it so many times that our life feels more like a dream ever than before. And you know, all along, there's been so many people, you know, saying things about, you know, in poetry and everything about life being a dream. And there's the children's song, "Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream." And so we could have been rowing our boat down the stream in a freaking simulation matrix the whole time and not known it. And it does not take away the divinity or God. I still think all these things we've learned there could be truth to them. It's just the construct wasn't exactly named.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that is, like, prior to knowing about the Mandela Effect, it seems like I was awakened to in 2016. It seems like everything that I've learned prior to 2016 is almost false and, well, a lie. And it's almost like within the last year that everything seems to be real or not. So it's like everything prior to 2016 for me, history, things of that nature seem to be just wrong here, not what I remember.
And on the empowerment side, taking away the fear, because I know, like, you know, I can't prove that that's what happened to get us here. And not all of us, like I said, had to have had an NDE to find ourselves here. Or so a lot of people on my channel are like, I'm convinced I died. Like they're not even second guessing. They're like, I know I died. But the positive thing is I've heard so many people say they feel like stronger versions of themselves more than ever. And they're able to create more magic and manifest more now since they've awakened to this construct, to this phenomenon. And I'm one of those people. I feel stronger, and I mean, most of the time, I still have my depression time. We all do, but I feel overall stronger. Like I feel like seriously feel like a different person. And one of my scars went away, you guys. Like I had a freaking scar on my knee that was never going to go away. And I keep hearing about things. I keep hearing about things like that too, where people's bodies have shifted in XYZ way. And of course, we know the anatomy shifted. And how does your anatomy shift unless you freaking have died? I mean, come on, you guys. How does that happen? Either you're in a simulation or you've died into a different reality.
Talking about shifting anatomy, I distinctly remember my jaw being more up, and I don't recognize this little dent here that's on the chin now. So I completely agree with that.
Right. So I don't think we can discount any one thing. Could CERN be doing all of this? I think they like to think they are. I think they like to take credit for all this. Let's just say, you know, that they want to take credit in this reality. They want to take credit for all these changes. I mean, look, CERN was not on my timeline before. It was not on so many people's timelines. It's as if we switched, emerged into a reality where CERN was always here since the 50s. And when I first started, you know, researching super colliders like Affected Collective, there was not 30,000 super colliders. There was like a few. And now there's 30,000 on Earth right now.
30,000 colliders.
30,000. That is correct.
What's the purpose? What's the purpose? And I'm wondering, where did they get the money for that? Where did they get the funding?
I mean, I'm going by Effective Collective's research, because I haven't looked at it. I believe her, but you know, I don't know. I've never seen these machines fired up. I just saw that CERN now has a live feed. You can see them doing something. I still haven't seen anything that's like convincing me that they're smashing atoms or creating something amazing with these machines. I haven't seen them build one. I haven't seen them, you know, there's been no video footage I've come across. I'd love to see some, just like NASA. Give me something.
Yes, it could just be done from a Hollywood studio, much like the moon landing, right?
I mean, convince me. I'm open. You know, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying they're not doing something. I'm not saying they're not real. But I would like to see some footage. I really would. I'd like to see them being built. I'd like to see them working on these machines. I would like to see something in relation to this.
But evidently, though, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Talking about CERN, though, it seems that at the same time that a lot of people have been waking up about 2015, 2016, that's when the LHC became fully operational. That's a coincidence. I would think it, perhaps.
Well, you know, and CERN claims to have created the internet too, which I find really weird, that they created the internet in what was it, 89? And
the internet was created a lot earlier.
Yeah, it was made by ARPANET. That's what I was taught in school. ARPANET, the military, the U.S. government created it.
U.S. government. Like in the 60s or early 70s.
It was popularized by Charles Babbage, is what I've been told by Eager Aaron. Many people, if you ask them today, when was the internet created? Hey, Tom. Hey, thank you for joining us. This is Tom, Digital Scribe. Say hello, Tom.
Hey, hello, everybody. Yeah, according to the internet was created, they say Al Gore created, but then now they say it's CERN created.
No, the internet was created.
I disagree. Let me just tell our users out there who are just now joining with us, because I know I didn't like broadcast this ahead of time that we were doing a live event. So if you're just now joining us, we have Tom from Digital Scribe. We have Life Matrix here with us, and everybody knows Life Matrix. Thank you for coming tonight, buddy. And we have M. Pearl with us from his channel. So we're into the discussion right now. We're talking about the construct, life inside the construct, or whatever this reality is right now. And so we're talking about more of the spiritual and the scientific aspects. How is it affecting our lives? So I believe Life Matrix, we left off with you, buddy. You were talking about CERN. Life, are you there? Okay. Tom, go ahead and tell us. Tom, since you just joined, go ahead and tell us what you know and believe about CERN.
What I believe is, you know, it's a particle accelerator. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to explore the Big Bang Theory, the first initial moment that everything came to being, using a particle collider. In other words, they're racing the particles at two opposite directions, smash them together, and then they see the result, I guess you would say the leftover, and they were to analyze that. And they're actually trying to find the God particle, the Bose-Higgs particle and stuff. And what's happening, they're just investigating that. But I think in doing that, what I believe that they fractured the universe. That's the new term I'm coming up with, where that's the reason why you see these realities changing, flip-flops, you know, different things going on. I mean, you know, I was aware of the Mandela Effect. It's almost like a year to me. It's like an anniversary right now, my 1-year anniversary. But before then, I always thought the past was always stagnant. I'm sorry, static, where it's unchangeable. But now I find out it's dynamic, where it's changeable at will. And some of the changes, people always remember that always being that way, but the change just happened. And then other people see all the changes. And then there's some people that seeing the changes a year ago, and then some people see a change like a couple months ago, although it's the same exact thing. So it's almost like everybody's living in their own private simulation, like a video game, and it just everything's not standard, and different realities. And then there's a whole bunch of you know, I can't remember the name where they talk about. I can't remember. I'm having one of those moments though.
It's okay. It's okay. I think it's the chemtrails.
Yeah, it's probably the vapors in the air, man.
The chemtrails have increased tremendously, I've noticed.
Yeah, they have increased tremendously. But the thing is, what is the thing? Why are they doing it? What are they trying to cover up? I've heard the theory where there's like 2 sunrises or 2 sunsets now. The sun actually.
That's new to me.
You never heard of the 2 suns?
Never heard of the 2 suns. Oh, I heard about, but I'd never seen it.
Well, there's been people that have claimed to do photographs mostly from the southern hemisphere. Supposedly southern hemisphere, it's hard to say what's photoshopped and what's not today. That's the really tough part. The thing you have to decide for yourself. I mean, some people have the theory our reality is what we make of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Moneybag supports that.
My belief is that's true to an extent. I think we lost Life Matrix. He's at the gym. But Life Matrix, thank you for joining. I didn't get to say thanks before you left. And Life Matrix, in case you guys don't know, he has a huge Facebook group out there. He's doing the best he can. I admire the guy. I mean, seriously, he is devoting his life right now to waking people up. So for all of you out there, please, I'm gonna send a link to his channel as well, if yet. But I'm sort of the same way. I have devoted my life to helping you guys out, and basically, tell me if I'm wrong here. I'm trying to document everything, okay? And I think me and Tom and Mendel are on the same page here when it comes to residues, tracings. We're trying to hold on to what we have because that way we'll have residue for later. People like Teresa in the future, like a future Teresa, to find our residue, so to speak. It's like we're trying to create our own time capsules per se, right? Right, guys?
Exactly. Yeah, time capsules. That's it.
Since becoming aware of the Mandela Effect, I've been keeping a notebook. This goes back to last year of all the changes.
Again, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I didn't announce this before, guys, way before. And I want to thank you for viewing tonight. We also have Jelly here with us. Melissa, hey, how you doing? Say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hey, Melissa. Long time no chat, right?
Hey, hi.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Melissa.
My phone is like, something's wrong with the internet. It keeps like going in and out.
Well, is that your new phone? Did you get a new phone?
Yes.
Yes. Now, honestly, with this Mandela effect, okay, like when I'm I think I woke somebody up in the store today when I showed them the Tide logo. I want to show you guys just. I mean, there's many ways you can wake people up, but I did tell them about the fruit of the loom. Okay. So let me show this Tide logo. I want to ask you guys if this thing looks weird or what. Getting off the topic a little bit here, but I just thought about this other guy here. Now, Tom, did you see that Tide logo?
Not the Tide logo.
All right, look.
You got
right.
Okay. You got
1946 to 1966. Look at that D. Okay.
Okay.
That's how I remember Tide. That D looking like that. However, from 1966 all the way on up to now,
the T has
what is up with that Tide D? Come on. So I'm just.
I'm looking at the top of the D. You know, the long. Yeah, how it's like on a slant cut off.
But you guys wonder when these shifts take place, because it seems like a lot of us are having sleep issues lately, and one person on Facebook, you're having sleep issues too?
It seems that, I think you mentioned it the other day, but at least since being aware of this, I wake up multiple times.
I mean, and I take something, I take Ambien actually to go to sleep. I have to, or it's just really hard for me. And the sad part about Ambien is it only lasts like 6 hours. So I'm forced to sleep 6 hours, and then it's timed release, and my insurance won't even cover the extended.
I take a 6 hour. I sleep 6 hours, and I take an afternoon nap. Fix that right up.
Oh man, that sounds like the life, man.
That's it. Got to have the afternoon nap, otherwise I will not function.
Yeah. We were talking about getting back on topic here with the Matrix reality and this dream world sort of that we're in. Are you guys having any looping dreams? Are you having repetitive dreams?
No, not me personally, no.
For the most part, for me, I'm such a heavy sleeper that, I mean, obviously we do dream, but I don't remember most of them, which is interesting for me.
It's funny. It seems like a lot of us used to remember. Melissa, what about you? Are you there?
Maybe she walked. Oh, there she is.
That's Teresa. We have Teresa on the other line. Teresa, what you were saying? Oh my God! Earlier, what? Whenever I hear you say "Oh my God," something is up. I can tell. Like you busted open another Mandela Effect, didn't you?
Mountain Dew.
What happened to Mountain Dew?
Again?
Did they shift again?
I don't know. I'm sending you this one. You tell me.
Okay.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I am too.
This is some logo that I found, and I don't know. It just looks weird.
No.
See it?
Let's see.
The M looks like it's upside down W, and it just looks weird.
Oh, the W's jacked up. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Right?
You see it?
On the one logo, it's the W is like extended downwards, right?
Yeah.
It almost looks like a V somewhat.
I can't get away from these.
Huh?
You see it, Brian?
Yeah, she sent me a picture. Let me share it with you guys. This is it's almost like the as above is below. But what did you want to point out with this one? And that took me a minute to like realize. I noticed this.
Well, what about the T? The T is wrong.
Is that T always been like that?
No.
That's it's from another world.
What's changed, Teresa? What do you see?
The M looks like a W upside down. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Well, the T, like.
I mean, I agree. It does look strange. I could check it out on Logopedia real quick. You know.
Yeah, check that out. But there's so many different types of logos for Mountain Dew, though.
I'm afraid of, because I'm looking at that one. I'm like,
I know that one.
I don't know what the current one is.
That one might.
I just seen. Oh, and I found residue for your your spite. The P is complete, but I need to find it again. I found that. Remember the P that was not It was
Wait a second.
together. Remember the P?
Yeah. But that T, do you guys recall that T looking like that?
I found residue.
I'm looking at that T and
It looks off.
yeah, the one that I'm seeing from 1999 to 2005 is the one that I think a lot of us are familiar with, but I don't remember this old version where
Oh,
I don't remember
T.
that.
Hey, Brian, go back up.
Okay.
If you go to the can there, the T and the A are connected.
I did see that from 96 to 99.
In the end, no.
Where at?
The can, right?
Right there?
In the can.
Yeah, the one with the can.
Oh, no, wait.
There?
Go up, go up.
No.
Okay.
In there.
That one?
Well, the T is wrong there, but we go down. It's right above. Keep scrolling. Keep down, 91, no, down. Right there, 96 and 99.
Yeah, the N, T, and A are connected. And see,
Oh, yeah.
in case you guys don't know, okay, M. Pearl has been studying the logos much like me, because logos, we just can't seem to get enough of these things. They're everywhere.
Go ahead.
They're merging like a drunken sailor. That's what they're doing.
I see him and oh, no, here we go again.
So what is this? The thing is, what are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to tell us maybe they've done something through the years? I honestly think, okay, because I was talking about this with somebody the other day. 1947. Let's go back to 1945, actually. 1945, the nuclear bomb was dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Correct.
47 was the year the Air Force came out. 1947, the Air Force separated from the Army and formed their own division. September of 47. Now, exactly 33 years later, we're to 1980. And it seems like the amount of technology, okay, has really expanded from the 80s. I mean, I'm just wondering, okay, I mean, for the last 200 years, I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for technology, okay?
I love it.
Really am. I mean, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if it weren't for technology.
Wait, are these?
I'm just wondering here's my point. What I'm trying to say is, okay, with all these timelines based on Logopedia, what I'm seeing in a lot of these things is that some of the older logos is what I remember. And I'm not just saying, okay, I'm an old fogey or anything, but we're going back to these timelines where, okay, we remember this one, or let's say, and it's not like that now. It's changed. So it makes me wonder if they've gone back in time to that reality or to that timeline and changed it then to reflect the new one. So I don't know. I have so many theories. Okay, these are just like theories. Okay, I wish I knew the exact truth.
Well, you know, the timeline thing, like somebody going back and changing time, it's really not that. It's like the present can always change the past. It's quantum mechanics. I mean,
Exactly.
That's the reality of it. It's been proven in scientific experiments, you know? I mean, you can't change a time traveler cannot change a human body, cannot change geography, cannot change the melted caps in the North Pole. That's all effective quantum mechanics. You know, I mean, it's just way some of these older logos, or you said, always been like what you remember. You know, that's where I'm at, because you have to look at patterns. Always got to look at patterns in creation or reality, and that pretty much gives you the secret there.
Yes,
But
and patterns are. Go ahead.
I personally don't think it's time travel.
No.
I mean, that's just the way it is. It's quantum mechanics where the present always changes the past. And then, of course, we see it actively happening when we see something change right before our eyes. That at that moment we're looking at, we're observing it, and that's when we're changing it because we're observing it. And then when we collapse it now, it's always been collapse.
Hilbert space, yeah.
There are some people that Life Matrix was saying before we came on here live that some people are saying, and they're believing it in them, in their heart and in their mind, that they're actually the ones causing the shift.
It's possible. I mean, we could be all aiding it or possibly doing it because we're observing it, but I don't know. Some people, like, for example, Teresa, she saw Fruit Loops like what, 3 or 4 months ago. Is that correct? The change in that. Teresa, you hear me?
Yeah, you tell the story, Brian. You observed.
Okay, okay. I know we talk about it again because some of the listeners out here have not heard about this, but there's some residue that Teresa, she's one of my key residue hunters. She hunted some residue for Fruit Loops. Okay, Fruit Loops was spelled Fruits, or actually Furit, loops. You know, Loops. Then it changed right before her eyes, and that freaked her out. I mean, it would freak me out too if I saw that.
And when did this happen? Just a few months ago?
It was recently, like in the last couple months. She shared with me a picture. I saw the picture where it was still Fruit Loops with a UI, and then it changed to a OO.
See, like when I got introduced to Mandela Effect, it was only like August or September that I saw as being Fruit Loops, FROOT. So, see, I've seen that already collapse, but because when you guys observed it and you see it changed, then it collapsed into whatever this reality is.
Yeah.
See, that's a very important piece of information.
Exactly.
I think what leads a lot. It is very important, and I, you know, you mentioned the collapsing, okay, the collapsing of the realities, and CERN openly admits it. They have the technology. I mean, we can see. I've yet to see these things in action. You know, I question everything. They could just be the scapegoat. What if they're just the scapegoat and we're actually shifting ourselves?
Well, then also another theory, of course, is the D-Wave computer when you have the quantum processors, because they're actually tapping into what happens, because when they cool it down to near absolute zero and they shield it from all RF, it behaves more like a wave instead of a particle. So it's tapping into all the possible realities at the same time. But then when they try to pull an answer out of it, they collapse it to get that single answer out of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is that making sense?
Yes.
So I think that also is a fact. And everything in this universe is quantumly entangled.
Quantum entanglement.
And so if they're doing that there, it's affecting everything. But then the reason why we're not seeing everything at the same time, because we have to observe it to make it collapse for our own reality. That's why some people, they've always seen, you know, we see the change now, but they always said, no, it's always been like that, you know? So they've been collapsed along with the effect.
Well, I want to talk about that too, because I was talking with somebody earlier today about the word dilemma. Okay, like
I think that was me.
it is a dilemma. My spell corrected me to MMA, and I for the life of me, I knew it was dilemma. I had pronounced it in my head when I was younger, dilemma, but it was spelled dilemma. I just thought maybe they found an easier way to put it where it just sounded like it better, you know, for convenience purposes.
To me, it was always D-I.
Excuse me, I got to step away for a minute.
No, that's okay, Tom. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Emperor. Sorry.
I was going to say, too, I always knew it as an N-A as well. And the same with vacuum. Vacuum used to be V-A-C-U-M-N, and vacuum has changed.
I'm sorry, you're freezing up. What'd you say?
The word vacuum, as in the vacuum of space, that word has changed as well.
Well, that's one of those really tough words that people have a hard time spelling. At one time, I know there's two U's and an M, but there's a debate whether it's two C's and two U's or one C and two U's. Which one?
I remember VACUMN.
Really?
Vacuum. Yes, MN.
Wow, I've never seen it spelled like that. But I can't say that's not the wrong way, because I mean, it very well could be.
That's how I remember it.
Maybe. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So it's VACUMN is what you remember.
Exactly.
I'm remembering, like with raccoon and vacuum, I kind of remember two C's. VACCUUM. But it's like the upgraded part of me, my upgraded mind tells me it's VACUUM. The word marshmallow is, I know I'm regurgitating this one, but that is the most misspelled word in the English language, I think. Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
And judgment, I actually looked up the word judgment. There's two ways to spell it. They actually accept both ways, with the E and without the E. I've always spelled it with the E my whole life, and I've actually watched Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and it was spelled with an E. I remember that. And now they took the E away, and I'm wondering when that happened.
I don't know.
Whether it was 2013 or 2001, because there are some people here in our audience, I know it, that they didn't know it was the Mandela Effect at the time. Of course, it didn't have a name, but it was 2001 and maybe even earlier. So I'm just kind of wondering, the movies and the predictive programming have sort of laid out for us this 9/11/2001. What are they trying to tell us? All right, and I thought about something, because I saw this on someone else's channel, that Christopher Lloyd's name actually means Christ bearer. Are you guys aware of that?
No.
Christopher Lloyd means Christ bearer, and we have Poopy McFly, Marty McFly, and it's this whole story. At the very end, Doc Emmett Brown, he's running through the flame trails with both of his arms up, like as if Jesus is on the cross, right? And you see on the side on the building is a number 9, with the flame trails being 11. So I'm wondering myself if they're trying to point out that could be the real birth of Christ. That's what I was kind of wondering. And they mock him by killing mass amounts of people on 9/11s. Seems like these 9/11s, there's always something bad happening. I saw, like, I don't know. I know bad stuff happens all the time, but it's just very coincidental, this 9/11/2001 deal.
That's a big one. All right. Yeah.
And I even thought about, see, the way my mind thinks, okay, like 9/11, okay. The 9th sign is Sagittarius, and the 11th sign is Aquarius. I thought about that too. And we're at the. A lot of people say we're in the age of Aquarius, that the age of Pisces has ended, and we're in the age of Aquarius.
I've heard that.
The water bearer. Okay, and water represents what? Water could represent time. It's a stream. Okay, it flows in all directions. So, I think the water, it's almost like is being poured out. I don't know. I'm just trying to think on a different level. The Mandela Effect really has me thinking. That's for sure.
I understand that completely.
And
I've been trying to figure it out for the last year almost.
So we've been transported here, possibly, right? Some people believe we've been transported here. It's possible, maybe.
I believe so. Yes.
You think so? I'm just trying to think about all the body changes and everything, the 6 holes in our face. The number 6 seems to pop up a lot now in this reality. All these logos, you know, we're seeing logo changes with the number 6 in them. And somebody was telling me about, like, I thought about the Ford logo too, looking like a pigtail, right? But then it just came to me recently with all these patterns that we're seeing with the 6s. You know, there's, you know, man was created on the 6th day. 6 represents the number of man. I don't know. Definitely some really deep thought.
Philosophical, I know.
Yeah, we had a gal that was going to be on tonight. Teresa, you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Teresa, you've noticed a lot of things. You've been waking up people a lot. Can you tell us your take on the Mandela effect? Like what, because you're just, I know you're out there hunting residue, but you're also talking to folks out there and you're interviewing them, and you're not scared to do it either, are you?
Oh, I had a weird one this morning. I was going to talk about Burger King.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say Burger King?
Yeah, go ahead. You want to tell us about that one?
Yes. So this morning I decided I want to get breakfast, and my boss was sitting out in the car waiting on me. So I go in there, and I know they have this thing called the Fruit Loops milkshake. The thing is, they're spelling it F-R-O-O-T-L-O-O-P-S, but as we know, that's incorrect for a lot of us. That's supposed to be F-R-U-I-T. So I go in there, and I order my breakfast, and there's a guy standing to the left cleaning the soda machine. And I walk over to him and I said, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "You know your new Fruit Loops shakes?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Isn't that supposed to be spelled F-R-U-I-T-L-O-O-P-S?" He looks at me and he stands there for a minute. He looks at me and goes, "Yeah, you're right." And I said, "Then why do you have it spelled F-R-O-O-T-L-O-O-P-S?" He looked like a deer in the headlights. And he goes, "You know what? You're absolutely right." And
So,
he didn't know, he just kind of stood there, like scratching his head. I woke him up, and he worked there.
Exactly. And I'd like to do that if we can on this conference, guys. If you guys,
I told him, I said, "You know that's spelled wrong," and he's like, "I never realized that until you told me." And he goes, "You're absolutely right. It's supposed to be F-R-U-I-T." And I believe I just woke up the poor guy, so he's probably going to be kind of in shock all day, or has been. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I love waking people up. I didn't tell you guys this, but whenever I have an opportunity to do so, I do. I've woken up the girls who do the at Walmart. They have these girls that set up, like, and they have, like, testing of products, you know, like crackers, soda, whatever kind of product it is. And one day I decided to go in there and I started talking to them and I said, "Hey, you know your Oscar Mayer Wiener stuff back there?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I said, "How do you spell that?" And they spelled it O-S-C-A-R-N-M-E-Y-E-R. I looked at them and I shook my head and they said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You gonna get a break pretty soon?" And they said, "Yeah." Or taking a tour of all the Mandelas. And the lady had a camera in her hand, and she's like snapping pictures. And she goes, "I thought Captain Crunch looks funny." She said, "It's not Captain Crunch." And they walked around the store taking pictures. For the food testing thing.
Hi, Aaron.
And they work with the products. They work with these products every day. That's all they do is they market the different new things that come out. And the poor lady just stood there scratching her head, and she goes, she goes, "I knew there was something wrong." She goes, when I saw Fruit Loops, she said, "I knew that was wrong." I said, "Well, let me let you know that you're not crazy. This stuff is very much real." And I told her what was going on, and she pretty much accepted it. So, I mean, it's great. If you ever have the chance out there, people, try to wake people up, but do it very cautiously because it could shock them.
Well, I don't see. Here's the thing. I've stopped worrying if it's going to shock them or not. I just shock them anyway because sometimes you do need to make some waves, right?
That's true.
Yeah, but I approach them differently.
Yeah, well, I don't.
I don't know how you approach people, but I approached them and said, "Hey, do you want to?" I said, "Do you want to see something? Do you believe in strange phenomenon?" That's the first thing I asked them. I said, "Do you believe in strange phenomenon?" And I said,
Okay.
And if they say yes, I'll say, "Okay, you ready to go down that rabbit hole with me?" And they're like, "Okay." And then when I start showing this, they're like in shock. They're like, they don't know what to think. You know, and I feel good about waking somebody up because I think we should all try to wake people up as much as we can.
Well, that's you mentioned yesterday, I think, or the other day, Teresa, possibly trying to call Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
So we might do that toward the end of the show, folks. Let me know of some suggestions. Data Junkie, thank you for being here tonight, all of you. Seriously.
Actually, I have a suggestion to do. What about calling the New York Giants and see if they remember the old logo?
You mean the like the actual franchise or some of the
Actual
players?
franchise, that would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be, or even a taxi driver or somebody, you know, like you post in your videos, these taxi driver cars with the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, taxi drivers are actually pretty knowledgeable and they know maps really well. I may try to get one on the air one time. That would be great.
That would be interesting. Especially in New York City, that New York's changed. It'd be interesting to see what they say.
Yeah. Yes, Thomas, would you like to call in, brother? Do you guys want to do a call-in session? Angel Soft toilet paper. Yes, I'm going to call Victoria's Secret, guys, here in a second. I just want to share with you some wonderful residue real quick that Teresa has shared with me. Okay. All right, so let me explain this one, and you're welcome to screenshot that too. Teresa spent quite a bit of time finding that one. This is from Risky Business. Alf does the impression of Risky Business, and guess what he has on? He has on Ray-Bans, exactly. And that's, we're looking at, it's called Alf Risky Business Dance. It's probably about 3 seconds into it, right there. There's another piece of residue with Homer Simpson with the Ray-Bans. Simpson underwear dance, Risky Business parody. Here's one from The Nanny. Step aside, Tom Cruise. Niles is in the house. And look what he's doing. He's the
butler.
Yes, and he's actually singing the song, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I wish I could find the link. I don't know if you're able to find the link for it. You can have them hear it.
Yeah, there's.
You want me to try to find it?
Retail Men's Warehouse, spelled WAREHOUSE.
Explain about that one as far as the contractor goes. Remember the story I told you about the contractor who built it?
Yeah, the contractor who built it, this is what they were remembering. This is from their website, contractors.inc. And look how they spell it. Men's Warehouse, WARE. And look how it's spelled now. And where is this, in the mall? Looks like a mall. Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, they actually built it, and they were advertising it on the website that, hey, this is the kind of work we have done. And then you turn around and you actually look at what it looks like now. It's not even matching up to what they put on their own site with all the different projects they've done. And that's what blew me away. I was like, oh my God.
Wanted me to bring up about the Roman clocks. Some of these Roman numerals and stuff like that, they're showing up as 4 1s instead of like or 4 I's instead of an I and a V.
Really?
Have you guys heard of that going on?
No.
No.
Men's Warehouse. I'm just sharing these little residues here.
Oh shoot! I was
Men's Warehouse. Yeah. See, there's some residue. See, Teresa spends a lot of time finding the residues. Yeah, and tell me about that tide, you guys. I don't remember that D looking like that. That's kind of weird.
You see the Sprite one? I see residue for Sprite, the complete P.
She sent me a Sprite one where there's a complete P. Hang on. Oh, did you find a Coke logo? Oh yeah, the Gatorade Quench Your Thirst. Yes, that's a huge one.
I did a video.
I'm not sure.
Oh, tons of residue for that one. I've been
I
sending
know.
it to you. You see that?
I don't know who found that one. Whether I think it was Reality Shifter maybe, or might have been Scarab. But that's an incredible find. Gatorade was Quench Your Thirst, and there's some residue here for that.
I did a video on it as well. Yes.
I found tons of residue, right, Brian? I keep sending it to you, like tons.
I'm going to do an individual video for that, so I'll show everyone. But I kind of wanted to give them a piece of the residue. What is this Coke image you shared here? You shared.
Which one?
You shared an image of a Coca-Cola can.
Oh no! Look at the way that if you look at it sideways, look at the logo looks. It's kind of weird. It's not our normal logo that we're seeing now. Do you see it?
Let me share it with everyone else.
I'm not sure where that's located at, but it looks like it's like a huge tower, and I'm like, well, why would that logo look different than the way they are now? If everything is supposed to be looking like it is now, and there's like no residue anywhere, then what kind of logo was that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It looks just off. It looks off.
All right, let me show you this Sprite can real quick.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
This is where me, Mendel, and Digital Scribe sort of excel. We tend to excel with logos. But look, you see the Sprite? That's what I'm remembering. Broken P they have now.
That's exactly.
What?
That's how I remember it as well.
Exactly. Like, and I know they changed the years.
Quench your thirst.
Yeah, Quench Your Thirst. Thank me later. You seen Parch. And then this is that.
That is not how I remember Coca-Cola. It's still wrong.
I know it still seems kind of wrong to me. I don't remember that curl, the second curl right there. I thought they were connected right here. That just looks funny.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't look right at all.
No, it doesn't.
Has Coca-Cola logo gone through a couple shifts, changes?
It has.
Not one or two, but more than that, right?
Yeah. And I wanted to share something else with you guys too. That I did. I made a video on a tutorial. Like where the residue will show up. Let me find it real quick. Go ahead, Tom, go ahead.
Call people up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you just joined in. We were kind of waiting for you to get back. We were just sharing residues and stuff like that.
I'm a man who loves residue.
Well, that's why we're trying to make our own, right?
Exactly. Get the tracings done, you know. But you know, while I was in the chat room a couple hours ago with Cat at Show EYA, there was some people said that even their tracing, well, actually their written script was changed, which is like, dear God, I hope that don't happen, you know.
I know. I'm hoping and praying. She was talking, I think, about widows in Timothy 1. There's something about the widows, and Aaron mentioned that to me earlier. I'll have to go back and check my because I hand copied it word for word on the whole book of Timothy. But let me share with you guys something that I started here, because basically all you have to do is send your residue. Make sure you tag it in the subject line, residue, and when you email it to MandelaEffectAwareness@gmail.com, it'll be there where everyone can see it. It'll be open to the public. However, no one can like delete it. So that's the thing. They can download it. I made it to where it's view only. But check this out, and it also shows who sent it. Okay, so that way everyone's getting credit. As you guys can see here, it shows like this one is my bogey account, John Smith. You know, just something I play around with. And like here's some other stuff that people have sent, and where it gets documented. If you look here, Mandela Effects. There's tracings here in one folder, and there's residue in the other, and you guys are able to see all the residues. Somebody Let me look back through here on the list. Mirror, mirror on the wall. That was sent to me by Roxy. Okay. So thanks, Roxy, for sharing this one. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I am my mother after all. That's like something that belongs to her, you know, and she's sharing that with us. So isn't that amazing?
Yes.
So we'll have a collective residue. You guys are welcome to download. You know, that way it's all easy to find. So, and it's all documented who sent it. Okay. Because yeah, I mean, these Mandela effects, they take a lot of time to try to find. I like. Oh, did I not share my screen? I'm sorry. I was just talking about it, wasn't I? I'm terribly sorry about that. Let me bring that up again.
Hey,
sorry about that.
You're looking good. Okay, that's all I can say.
Okay, so this probably makes more sense. See, I wasn't getting oohs and ahs in the background there. See, there's subject. It's going to automatically add to the spreadsheet. Isn't that great, guys?
That's awesome, man.
It'll be who it's from, and then right here in the folder, it'll be. See, if we look here in the Mandela Effects drive, I'll have the spreadsheet here, and you guys are able to see the residues. So yeah, and then this is that picture that Roxy sent me. She wanted me to share this with you all. Look at that.
That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, and there's the eBay residues that Teresa's.
Well, that's still wrong though, because the letters are connected though on eBay now.
Yeah, they're connected, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, they were kind of overlapping, I think, a little bit.
Oh, wait a second. That's the first time I saw that.
They were never overlapping before.
No, not like that. I got to get on Google Images and take a look at that one.
I did a video on eBay.
Somebody sent me a Texaco. Here's a Texaco.
Son of a bee's nest, man. It's overlapping. I'm going through one of those WTF moments right now.
I know how you feel. Let's see who sent us that Texaco. Let me see. Yeah, right here. JSTEVINE. Yeah. So that's the person that sent the Texaco residue. You see that? As long as you tag it with residue, it'll be sent to the spreadsheet.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Nice.
See, that's the thing. I just want to make a comment right now. I mean, it's so awesome when people contribute to this. We're creating residue. It's authentic because you traced it, and there it is. I mean, now we don't have to go scouring all over the web. We have it right there in front of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they're using the D-Wave computers to erase our old memory online. That could be the case too. I mean, what was the purpose for the Hadron Collider anyway? The original purpose? Does anyone know?
Go ahead.
To discover the first moments of the Big Bang Theory and to find the God particle. Is that correct there? I'm sorry, I forget your name there.
It's Mendel.
Yeah. Mendel or M.
Okay.
Yeah, he's much like us. We're like three peas in a pod here. You know, we're all like studying logos and maybe some patterns. I know Tom here. He works on Xerox equipment, so he's a hardware guy. And what you also fix computers? Am I right, Tom?
Yeah, I love hardware and software.
That's right. That's right. So we see these patterns in the logos. The hidden meaning we don't know yet.
You know, Brian, I was like really into the Bible changes, but then with you and your logos, man, you got me addicted to it. You know.
Well, I don't know if you remember, like a long time ago, like the preachers and everyone was saying, "Beware of this is the signs of the times," or
right.
These are the signs of the time. Do you remember that?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I do.
That's what I think of when I think of these logos changing and everything. That it's like the signs of the times.
Exactly.
But I think it's really exciting and happy. You know, as long as you have the Lord with you and you know everyone we're all going to be just fine. You know that? There's nothing to worry about. I'm at peace with myself more than I ever had before.
You know, I'm right there with you. I absolutely agree with you. And what's so ironic, I'm right in your backyard practically right now, you know, so can't wait to see you tomorrow night, you know.
Yeah, Tom's coming up to see me. He lives up in Florida. He's coming where the peaches grow.
Exactly.
Why
Can't beat them Georgia peaches.
Make sure you bring some medallions with you when you go home.
What part of Georgia, Brian?
What?
What part of Georgia?
Oh, I'm in Valdosta.
Okay.
It's Valdosta. That's how they pronounce it around here. I call it Valdosta, but you know.
Yeah, do you guys want to do like a planned hangout or something like that? We'll like get together and
that'd be interesting. I mean, I'm in Arkansas, but
I've been to Arkansas. I've been through Memphis. Now, what I heard about something they were talking about. There's this eclipse coming up supposedly, and I think Aaron mentioned that to me.
It's August. It's going from like Washington State all the way through like South Carolina.
Okay.
Now we haven't had an eclipse like that ever, right? In our lifetime, nothing like that. It's usually in South America where they see it.
I remember some eclipse back in 1973 when I was a kid. You remember that? Or no?
I remember some partial eclipses. I wasn't around in 73, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's right. You weren't hatched yet. That's right.
I was
right. And Pearl, were you around back then? 73?
No, I was born in 85.
Yep. So I'm trying to think of when there was a partial solar eclipse, and I remember like you can't look directly at the sun whenever you have one. You have to use like oil, and you cut
you have to use filtered or charcoal or some crazy thing like that.
Yeah. Well, the way I remember it was you take like a cardboard box, and on the top of it you put like aluminum foil and you poke a pinhole through it. Have a piece of paper on the bottom, and you can actually see it. Yeah, you're right. You got to have some filters.
Yeah, the old pinhole. That'll do it.
Got it. The corona, they say, can blind you.
Exactly.
But you know what I noticed that was really weird is how, like, in some of the logos, I've noticed 3 logos right now. I can tell you there's 3 logos where the sun looks like it's been lowered. Like if you look at the Dole logo,
and that's completely different.
Yeah, the Dole logo. I'll pull those up real quick as I'm talking about them. Dole.
Well, talking about the sun, when do you think the sun changed color? Because I remember it being a yellow George star.
It's funny. People talk about that. I have just absolutely no memory of if it was bright orange or yellow or green or purple.
I distinctly remember it being yellow. And here's the interesting thing. I'll bring it up. Comic book, Superman, right? Superman gets his power from the yellow George sun, but if it's never been yellow, how does he get his powers if it's never been yellow?
That is a good question.
So the sun was yellow before, now it's white, correct?
It's way too white. Way too white.
Well, you know, they say we went from the Sagittarius arm over to Orion's belt, so that's 80,000 light year in our dimension. So
I remember
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm sharing with you guys here. Yeah, you're right. We have moved. Now.
Yeah.
Look. I want you to pay close attention to that L.
No, I don't remember that logo.
No. Look at the L. Look at how the corners are cut off the L. That's brand new.
Yeah, what do you mean a shaved off L there? That's new just recently, right?
Yeah, that's new.
That's what I was saying about that D and whatever logo we were looking at earlier.
No, the sun was behind the logo.
Yeah, it was up higher. Like the sun was higher. Now the sun, they're depicting it as lowered now. But I don't remember the L looking like that. That is brand new.
Yeah,
That's
it's shaved off, right? Like on an angle.
Well, even the
Yeah, and
is
then
lower.
here's another one. Lando Lakes. They're like I've been told this was brought to my attention because I didn't see it either.
The A.
The sun was actually up higher. Yeah, the A's are messed up on Lando Lake.
Yeah, that's one thing I see right away.
Here's the
Not only
interesting-
that, the sun was actually higher on the Land Lakes before, they say. Are you guys there?
Yes.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, like I could have sworn that the sun was up like where it was centered on this Indian's head. And here's the other thing, because that's showing where the sun looks like it lowered. Here's the other thing about AT&T I looked up earlier. I remember AT&T looking more like Star Wars Death Star, right? Like kind of like this.
Oh yeah.
All right, now, and even like this. I think it was more like this, and now it's changed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Rena pointed out that there's 6 stripes. There's 6 of these. Okay, 6 and 7. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 6 over here. So the number is 11. 6 and 5, 11. But do you see how? Look, they're showing it. Okay, up here.
Yep.
Where it's shining, now it's lowered. You see that? So
Looks more like the rings of Saturn.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. That doesn't look like rings, the older one, but that one does.
I don't remember AT&T looking like that. I remember it more looking like this. I really can't say 100%, but this is what I'm remembering.
Bring up the lower T. I mean, that's been my passion. Give me the AT&T logo with the lowercase t.
I can't believe they actually still have the left half of the T in their logo.
Yeah, I know, but you know that's just so wrong. The lowercase t.
I've never.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've never written a T like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I made one of my videos. It's with the lowercase t. If you go through all the fonts in Microsoft Word, most of them are lower, or like got the Cook and whatever. I mean, that's so blatant.
Well,
I mean, it's in everything.
What about this weird lowercase g?
Bring that up, Brian.
Which one?
Lowercase g.
You using golf?
Wait, you haven't heard about that? The left half of the T is going missing?
No.
Let's talk about G as in golf.
Oh,
lowercase g.
No, I'm not 100% familiar on that one, but there is a weird looking one.
That's it.
Which one? A
lowercase g.
Oh, Wrangler. Somebody was telling me about Wrangler jeans.
That was me.
Yeah, Teresa, was it you? Yeah.
Yes,
Teresa.
Remember?
Teresa, I always said you were the residue queen.
That was this morning, early. Remember? It was like early this morning.
So there's, and I can't. On this logo, I can't really say 100%. You know what I'm saying? But
look
the
at the G there.
Wow.
It's wrong.
No,
it looks like
I don't remember that. That's definitely wrong. I don't know. What the heck is that?
You don't see the A? The A?
Yeah, the A's got like a right angle. It's like pointing to a direction. It's like a right angle.
I'm sending you what the G looks like now.
That's what I said this morning. It was weird.
The G, right?
Yeah.
How about you, residue queen?
Yeah, she just.
She is the queen of residue.
Right. Yeah. Teresa, what do you think about that G?
That G is everywhere now.
It seems like all the G's are looking like 6s upside down. If you notice that? A lot
Yes.
of the sixes, a lot of the G's are turning into sixes upside down.
Well,
like the
exactly. This line up here kind of shows off a 6, and this is a broken ring.
Yep.
This actually could, you know, I didn't really think about it that much, but you know, it could represent Mars, or a man with the arrow. If you think about it, the 6, it could represent. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to show us with the Volvo logo too.
Hey, Brian, how about the E? It's like slaying it up, like the Google letter.
Yes, but I really can't say for sure if it was like that before or not. See, I'm not strong on the Wrangler one. I don't want to sound wrong, but these anomalies you can't help but notice. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all about style. So
See, I noticed the G changing back in May, or actually before May.
yeah, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. Oh my gosh, yeah, Mr. Nice Guy,
What?
you're totally right. Yeah, NASA. It's actually like, isn't it Satan NASA? I don't trust anything from them.
Well, the NASA logo is different.
Hey, that's funny. Ghazi says it is now a Wrangler. The Canon logo, see, looks like a. I noticed that one too.
Yeah, it went from 2 ends to 1 end. Canon.
But we're talking about the logo Canon.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so wrong.
The Wrangler. Yeah, I remember that.
Come on, look, and it shows you right here from 1956. So something is weird from the 50s on up. Look at this.
No.
How many of you guys are camera people out there? Raise your hand if you're a camera person. Hey, how many people remember this looking like that? Put your hand down if you remember it looking like that.
Remember, they lost an end too. Didn't they have 2 ends?
Yeah, and look at where this O is pointing. It's pointing to the 11 o'clock hour.
Oh, wow. Good call, buddy. Good call. 11 o'clock.
Definitely some strange stuff going on here. 2 ends? Oh, really? Mr. Nice Guy, you remember 2 ends? Yeah, it's got the serpent eye, that's for sure. So, let's see, we're winding down here. Any suggestions on who I should call to wake up tonight? Because I'm going to do that. We're going to wake up a few people.
What about USA Today?
Let me look at that one real quick. You guys go ahead. You know, just enjoy this time. Just talk about whatever you want to talk. Let's see.
We're going to talk about the all-black chickens.
All black?
Yeah, there's these chickens that they're all black. Their beaks are black. Their eyes are black. Their toes are black. Their feathers are black. Even the muscle tissue's black. And the eggs they lay is black. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, actually, no, I don't think I've heard about it, but I want to say the white chicken lays a brown egg or something like that, and the brown chicken lays a white egg. I can't remember. I know it's reversed.
Yeah, but these are like all black chickens.
And they lay black eggs?
Yeah, they lay black eggs. Their bones are black.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Their muscle tissue's black. Their beaks are black. Their eyes are black. Their feathers are black. Their skin is black too.
Really?
That is crazy.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it up for you.
Okay. I was
studying about chickens.
While you're doing that, Tom, real quick, while you're pulling that up, let me show everyone this logo here. This was sent to me by Rena DeSeal. She's in the chat. Look at this stuff right here. Look at that trouble logo. I'm making note of this.
Okay.
In trouble. Yeah, that doesn't seem right, guys, does it?
No, no.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
The black chicken?
I'm putting you up.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, can you
Yeah. Let me show off this black chicken. You see that? See how the eyes, beaks, and all that? And check this out. This is when all the feathers are plucked.
Ew, gross. That just doesn't look right at all.
Yeah, they're all black. I mean, I found this one out a while ago. Let's see what's in here. But they're all black. Notice the feet are black. Everything's black about this. And look,
and it really lays black eggs.
There's the black eggs right there. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, isn't that like a real mind blower?
Wow.
I mean,
that is.
Yeah, it's all black. Everything. Look at this guy.
Well, you know, I have Americanas, and a couple of years ago, before I even got them, I'd never heard of them before, and they lay those like greenish blue eggs. Have you heard of?
Oh. No, I haven't. I haven't, Jelly. You got. Go ahead. We just got Life Matrix back on here. Hey,
welcome
buddy.
aboard, Life.
Good to have you back.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
So you guys you're partaking in some dark chicken meat, I see there.
Oh yeah, we're having the black chicken meat. It's a delicacy around here.
Well, I really I'd have some, but I only do vegetarian chicken meat.
It's all right. Well, at least you don't have to deal with the fox bat, right? That little guy.
Well, apparently, we've got it straight from a professional, someone who knows their wildlife, that is more than likely a quantum animal.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that before.
What's that? The fox bat?
The black chicken.
Oh yeah, I found that out like months ago, and it's like, oh, that thing was so freaking cool, you know.
Well, Rachel Reenstra, she's like, she has a wildlife show on ABC, and she's like, yeah, I would say that's an affected quantum animal. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But put that on a children's wildlife show, see what happens.
Exactly.
Mommy, Daddy.
Hey, Life Matrix, you just jumped in at probably one of the best times of the show. We're also going to be calling a couple companies up, maybe, just to see if we can wake up a few folks.
Hey, that's shenanigans are what I'm all about.
I think Bart Simpson sort of inspired me to do prank calls, and although these aren't really prank calls, I just enjoy them. I enjoy calling people and talking with them and interviewing them, and see what.
It's the greatest show on earth. That's all I could say.
And here's something too. I had wrote down that I was going to call Oscar Mayer, right? However, Oscar Mayer, they're owned by Kraft Foods. Did you guys know that?
I guess in this reality, who knows? I mean, are you considering speaking with the mayor at Oscar Mayer? You should talk to the mayor at Oscar Mayer.
Well, it's funny because the other day I called up Ballpark because they're easier to get a hold of. The call went right through to Ballpark Franks, and I talked to them briefly. I asked her, well, is the Angus beef 100% all beef, and complimented them on everything. Then I went into a little bit of stuff asking about Oscar Mayer, and the lady said she remembered it Meyer as well. But she said, is that all I can help you with today? I wish I could have recorded it, but she said, is that all I can help you with today? And I said, no, I have lots more questions, but I'll save that for another time, maybe.
Yeah, I don't really feel bad about recording things like that because
we're recorded also on the other end too,
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is like the other day I had Scarab on the phone, and it was classic. I was in a a Ralph's supermarket here in California without the apostrophe S, by the way. I remember an apostrophe S with Ralph's supermarket. It's a West Coast, grocery chain. And manager that's been with Ralph's for 30 years. I was going through the list of all the different ones, it depends, Fruit Loops. I was having him spell all of them. And he was just like, at the end of it, he was just like, He just gave me a look. He's like, and that was it. And he moved on with his day. But but if I could have recorded it, it would have been, it would have been entertaining. I think for me, like Haas, avocados. I mean, that's one that I still haven't done a video on, but I think I can have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Because aren't they where are they located? Are they on the West Coast?
Ralph's, yeah. Right, but I think overall, like the whole Haas avocado thing, like I have dreams about that one. Like I had one last night. I don't remember the dream now, but I know I dreamt about Haas. Like HAAS, man. It's so bizarre.
Okay, I just was informed that we have Evan Powers in the chat. Hey, Evan Powers, welcome aboard, buddy.
Trying to get him on.
Yeah, I would love for Evan Powers to come on here as well at one point. Hey, buddy.
Okay.
We're gonna do a couple of phone calls and try to wake up some folks. Evan, come on, man.
Come on. You're awesome.
Yes, you're awesome, buddy.
Please, pretty please. I got some awesome residue.
That's why they call you the queen. The queen of residue.
And by the way, the residue does matter if there is a code in it. And I think a lot of us believe there is code in the residue. So we're not wasting our time with the residue. I might have given it a bad rap earlier in the show here, but the truth is that the residue is there for a reason. There's a puzzle in some of it for sure. I believe that it's trying to tell us something. With the S's, go ahead. And
Yeah,
Brian, you would know that. You would know that more than anybody.
We're saying about the S's real quick.
Well, yeah, I mean, the S's, they're dropping off. So.
Have you noticed the G's changing? The lowercase G's?
Well, yeah, we all know Google was a lowercase G, and now it's always been, a capital G in their branding,
Yes.
which is bizarre.
I remember it being a lowercase G in the first name of Google.
Oh yeah, most people do, and most people think they just, the people that are not understanding that it's always been that way. Now it's always had a capital G. They're just not aware of it. They just think that, Google finally changed it to a capital G. I guess they realize they're the big boy now, and they've earned that capital G. But no, it's always been a capital G, you guys.
Oh, really? That's new to me.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tag you on that one, Life Matrix. I'll do a video and mention you, buddy. I appreciate that. The Google G. I wanted to share once again. If you're just now joining, I wanted to share with everyone. Life Matrix. I didn't get to tell you, but earlier about this. This is something I've started. I know you've devoted your life to helping people out, and that's me too. I've devoted my life to helping people with the Mandela Effect. Residue, if you'll put it in the subject line and you'll email it to MandelaEffectAwareness@gmail.com, this is what'll happen. It'll get put down and added into a spreadsheet automatically with the sender's name. So it'll have your name tagged with it, as long as you put residue in the subject. And it will automatically go into this folder right here, which I've prepared. See, and everybody's residue will show up right here. The two folders are viewable by everyone. Okay, so we'll have our own residue. Mirror, mirror on the wall. See, Roxy sent me this one. But there's also stuff that she can send it to my email as well, or to that email. It's not my personal email. I got tired of dealing with personal email. Just shoot all the residue emails to MandelaEffectAwareness@gmail. And the reason why, let me tell you why I chose that email. I did that for a reason, because whenever I'm emailing these companies, they're going to be like, okay, who is this guy, Mandela Effect Awareness? Okay. It's going to be like a shocker to them. Okay. They're going to be like, okay, what is a Mandela Effect? Okay. And then I'll explain it to them. So I even created a dating profile. I'll be honest with you, and in that dating profile, I put I am a well known in the Mandela Effect community. If this bothers you, skip me. Okay. I made it pretty evident on my dating profile. But yeah, so that's gonna make life easier, I think, guys. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Matrix, what do you think?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm here.
Evan you said Google had a lowercase g.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Google. I remember it.
I'm tripping out a little bit right now.
Wait.
It's a
Google?
lowercase g, but now the old quantum shift.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
When did it change to a big G? That's what I want to know. Let's see.
That happened today or like a few minutes ago. I use that thing out multiple times every day.
Hey,
It
who
could
do you
be
guys
like-
think I should call?
You guys, it could be
life-
like until the awareness is brought to you, it may have still been a lowercase g for you. That might be how this works for some people.
You're absolutely right there, Life. It's like when you observe it or aware of it, then it collapses and becomes whatever it is now.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. That's I'm really understanding that observing collapsing effect. I mean, I don't know, it's just like so clear now.
Yeah, I think there's really something to it. We need to look at it more.
It deals with that, double slit experiment where you're observing it.
Yeah.
Collapses
Exactly.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because talking about Google, I remember the other E. The E that's now is completely wrong.
Talking about the what E?
The E at the end of Google. No, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's slaying it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new norm for this new reality. All
Yeah.
the E's. I said that in Coke or something just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, you guys,
Yeah.
once you become aware of something, once you observe it, then it shifts for you.
Yeah.
Can we collectively, everyone here now listening to this in the chat room on YouTube right now and even later, can we all observe $372 million in my bank account? I will share it with all of you.
Sure,
That
man.
would be
Definitely, me too.
$372 million in Life's bank account.
Thank you very much. I am a very, very giving guy, very generous. So all of you will get a piece. I can't tell you that yet. Otherwise, I will collapse the rave function and it won't work. So I'm not telling you that, even though I'm telling you that.
All you need. Oh, I was gonna say all you need there is the Gray Sports Almanac and play every.
Which brings what Rachel and I were talking about this. How is it that most sports is not being affected? We don't see, other than Jerry Maguire's name, not Jerry Maguire, what's his name? Maguire, the guy Maguire, his name changed. But other than that, like, is sports shifting and changing? I haven't noticed anything, and most people have not.
The Giants logo has changed.
What did?
The Giants logo.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about statistics and statistics around sports and scores and who won and who didn't win. We haven't seen any of that happening. It's almost as if the great quantum whatever in the sky doesn't love sports so much it doesn't want to shift that for some reason.
You're right. You're absolutely right there. No, you're right there.
Hey, I think our reality shifter. I think our reality shifter does not want to mess with sports. I think it's a sports fan. It doesn't want to mess with sports.
Maybe that would be too big, perhaps.
I mean, I don't know. Statue of Liberty move. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
How about the left hand holding the torch? That's what I'm finding out nowadays.
Is that truly a shift? I mean, I saw Arab's thing on that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's not a reverse image. That's really
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking some kind of Photoshop mirrored image, but some people are saying it's reverse, but I don't know.
Well, New York City completely has changed for me.
Says Chris. crazy.
So I keep looking at like crucifixes, and I now see a lot of them where the right foot is over the left foot, and I distinctly remember the left foot being over the right foot in a lot of crucifixes too. That's weird to me. I don't know, but I have a picky mind anyway. I don't know, OCD. That's all I can say.
Hey, that's a benefit for you, buddy.
All right, who are we going to call? Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Who should we call, guys?
Reality Busters.
Let's drum up the chat.
There you go, Reality Busters.
Reality Busters. Who are you going to call? Reality Busters.
Reality Busters.
Why not?
Bust your reality wide open with this effect, my friend.
Yeah, Aaron says the statue looks masculine. I noticed that too. I've never noticed that Statue of Liberty looks so masculine in my life until now.
We're going to crack that black chicken egg for sure.
It's freaking Elvis, man. I know. I saw some residue, some older like photographs or painting. That statue was feminine at one time, man, for sure. I thought about dating the freaking Lady Liberty at one point, but never now. No way. Looks too much like a man. I can't do it.
Maybe I'm thinking the best people though are like yourself, like Life Matrix. You know, people that are Uber or taxi drivers. You know, like I'm thinking about calling up somebody like that and asking them. You know, I want to ask people how Lowe's is spelled, and if they tell me Lowes without the apostrophe, that tells you something right there.
It was always without the apostrophe.
I know, right?
Yeah. And back to Lady Liberty, I'm patriotic and I love my country, but I just can't. I can't date her. You know, no, she's just not feminine anymore.
No, she's not.
No.
Let me ask you this: how far out do you remember the Statue of Liberty being?
Well, the residue I see pretty much, you know, nails it to Breakfast in America. You know, Supertramp. Their album. That album is residue. Because when that album was created, that album cover, the stuff they have in the background that's mimicking, you know, downtown, you know, Manhattan, or I mean, lower Manhattan, that is mimicking, you know, the city. That's where, at that time, that's where Statue of Liberty was. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of at the pinpoint where both sides of lower Manhattan come together, somewhere in that area. And it was apparently very viewable from that one park there. What's it called? I'm having a blank.
Near Brooklyn, yes.
Well, and you can see, and the bridge was closed. So, I mean, somewhere in that vicinity. But that is as far as an anchor, that cover of that album, because I even remember looking at that album and relating and connecting it to that current reality of my reality experience at that time. That's where the Statue of Liberty was. I'm like, oh, okay, well, they just used all these things from a restaurant to mimic, you know, lower Manhattan. And that made sense to me at that time.
Because the Statue of Liberty is way too close, and it was never on the Jersey side.
Well, well, yeah. I mean, it's not close at all. It used to be in the, you know, the Bay of New York, and now it's New Jersey.
Yep.
Yes.
And it always was on this timeline. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can't argue it.
I went to the Statue of Liberty before I knew about the Mandela Effect years ago, and I went on the ferry, and the statue was much further out than it is now. It's just ridiculous.
Wait. You're saying it was further out. See, I'm saying it was closer to Manhattan, lower Manhattan.
No, I'm saying it was further. I'm saying it was further out.
See, no, I'm saying it was way closer to Manhattan.
Oh, no.
Lower Manhattan. No, I'm not saying it was further. I'm saying it was actually closer to the city, and so much residue shows that.
Interesting.
But if that was your experience, then you know that was your experience. I think that we possibly have. I mean, if this is a converging of timelines, and I'm open to that too.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Then we've got 3 or 4. You know, a lot of people say we have 3. The Audi symbol, you know, logo is haunting me. Like, I have this feeling when I look at the Audi logo, I feel like that is telling me that it's just like this like intuitive thing that we have 4 realities merging together. All you gotta do is look at that freaking Audi logo, and it's like there's something to it. It sounds crazy, I know, but there's something about that logo for me that makes me feel like there's 4 realities that have and or are merging. I don't know.
Eli Whitney, how do you remember him being?
He was an alien.
Nice.
Teresa found me that one, Matrix.
Well, they say it was either a white or a black man, right? The cotton gin.
Oh, he was definitely a black alien.
Yes. Now
Right.
look at the.
He was.
Hey Brian, look at the G's now. The G's are completely wrong.
Yeah, I know. They look like spectacles, don't they?
Yes, they do. That's what I'm talking about.
They look like those old-fashioned 19 or 1700s, like the kind Benjamin Franklin used to wear.
Yeah, that's true.
And these G's are just popping up everywhere now.
Exactly. We've had some people in the chat. They want me to call Chick-fil-A. So what area do you think is the best area? Someplace on the West Coast, guys.
Yeah,
Something
because
with
it's
me.
earlier.
Let's think of a place.
How about Nevada?
I'm thinking a smaller town, because when you get to these bigger cities, you get more ignorant people. No offense, but that's just how it is.
Get yourself an old hillbilly. They can never lie.
I just got an intuitive hit, San Francisco. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah,
San
that's a
Francisco?
good call.
I'm getting ready to call them right now. It's a good thing it's not Sunday. Okay, they're open until 10. Okay, we got one on Walnut Creek and one at Novato. Which one's better?
Walnut Creek. Go
Okay,
with
yeah,
the Walnut.
that sounds good. Okay, ready, guys?
Ready?
All right.
One ring easy.
What on the creek? How may I serve you?
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I have a 3-year-old, okay, and I noticed I got one of these books here, and it's spelled wrong. The Chick-fil-A, the Chick-fil-A was spelled CHIC-FILA, and you guys have it spelled wrong. Do you see that error? How do I contact the company?
Would you like?
Hello?
I have no clue about that error. I don't believe it's intentional, but
Well, what do you remember it being spelled with a K like that? I mean, it looks all like flipping weird.
you said CHICK?
Yeah. When?
No, actually, yeah, no, chick. Yeah, that's not supposed to be spelled CHICK. Chick-fil-A.
Right. The C, it ended at C.
Oh, it didn't. It was okay at the end.
No. When did that happen?
I can't have no answer for you, sir. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right.
Let me ask.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
He's done. Try the other place.
Yeah, let me try one more. You like that little excuse I made?
Oh yeah, I love it.
It was very well played. I think that corporate is much more fun. These are just guys trying to get money together so they can go take their girlfriend out on a Friday night. So it's a little rough. I mean, I've walked into Chick-fil-A and tried to make this happen, and other stores, and it's fun to film it and whatever. But yeah, these guys they're just trying to make it happen for themselves and their girlfriends and XYZ.
Management would be interesting.
I'm thinking
Wait,
of
wait.
I don't know why Seattle comes to mind.
Yeah, oh my God, that's crazy. I had the same thought.
Call
Are you
it.
serious? Are you freaking serious?
No, I
Call it.
swear to you, I did. Like when I said San Francisco, Seattle was actually in the realm as well, and I was like, not sure if I should say Seattle, but yeah, go for it. That's what I had.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. It's calling. There we go. I feel like I'm being put on the spot.
Calling Bellevue Chick-fil-A. My name is Maggie. How can I interview you today?
Hey, how's it going?
Good to get it for you, sir.
Good. I eat at your store all the time, and I have a 3-year-old that has a kid's book that I got in the kids meal. However, there's only one problem with that. It's spelled wrong.
I'm sorry, sir. What was the issue?
The kids book that I got in the kids meal, it now has a K in there, a K. So I wonder if you could help me out with that. How long have you been at Chick-fil-A?
I've worked at Chick-fil-A for 2 years, sir. And what was the issue with your kid's toy?
It's spelled incorrectly.
It's spelled incorrectly?
Yes.
I'm really sorry about that, sir.
Is there like a manager or something there I could talk to? It's been there kind of a while.
Yeah, 115 weeks here, sir.
What?
The issue is the incorrect spelling in the kid's book for you.
Oh, can you find me one with the correct spelling where it didn't have a K?
I can certainly check all the kids' toys for you, or you can assume that you can come back to the restaurant.
Well, could you see if you could find one for me without a K?
Without a K?
Tell them it's ending with a C.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not certain what you mean by without a K. There
Okay.
was a K on the kid's book?
I remember eating at Chick-fil-A some time ago, and it was spelled C-H-I-C, and now it's C-H-I-C-K. So I'm having a little problem with that.
Oh, with...
Yeah, do you recall it with a C as well?
No, sir. Our name has always been spelled with a K at the end.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's strange. Have you ever heard of the Mandela Effect?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, do you want to say hi to everyone? You're on the air. You want to say hello?
I'm sorry, sir?
Yeah, hey guys, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're can you hear me? I'm sorry about all the buzzing.
I'm sorry. Is this a radio station?
Yes.
Yes, it is. We
This is a place of business. We are trying to do work here.
okay. Well, thank you for your time. Okay, you see how some people are. They get a little bit arrogant, but at least she knows about the Mandela effect, so that's good.
Interesting.
At least she's aware of it.
I guess she's just trying to pay the bills.
Now I thought about this one. I could get a 2-for-1. I figure if I call up Kohl's, right, and they could talk to me about Fruit of the Loom.
One thing I have found is that, like I say, these guys are just trying to get their job done. They want to go home, go to bed, go whatever they're going to do next, right? Get back on their iPhones. They miss their iPhones. They're going through withdrawal from their devices. It's just better to wait for daytime and call corporate. That's just been my experience. Unless you're going to go in and do something like you're going to go in there and film, then it can get more interesting. But just calling these guys up, you could get lucky and get something really good. I mean, odds are the more you do this. But I just felt bad for that girl. I did. I mean,
that's one thing I didn't mean to put her on the spot like that.
I know. I just think that's why calling corporate is probably the better way to go. But of course, nothing's open right now.
No, you're right about that, because they're just trying to do their job, and you could tell they're putting on the old speech, thank you, sir, and it's a pleasure for you,
Right. And I'm all about shenanigans, but I think we have to mess with it. And I wish we could just call the person that's to blame for all this. I mean, it's just like these guys are innocent. They're innocent to this. They don't.
They're pawns in the game, man. They're just pawns.
They're pawns. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one more place I wanted to call, and they're open till 10 p.m. This is Cole's. Let's see. Okay, this is, I don't know, for some reason it says Cole's Colma. Yeah, it's in Colma, California.
Yeah, it's only 8:17 there. Yeah, they're definitely open.
Okay. I was going to ask him about how they remember the name being spelled. I've had good results out of a couple people that work there, but it's mainly face-to-face. Like, it's not like a phone call. But I'm going to give it a try and win. I want to talk to somebody in their men's department with the Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, hey, one second here, though. If you can just give me 1 second. I'd like to quiz those of you in the room. Who is Luke's daddy?
What?
Who is Luke's daddy?
Luke, I'm your father.
Luke, I'm your father, exactly.
Luke, I am your father.
You guys are smart.
We're talking about Star Wars. Have you noticed that C-3PO has changed again?
Man, okay, so somebody, I don't know if it was Scarab or someone, I think I was talking to Scarab about it. I was like, oh no, the wires have always been there. No, those wires have not always been there. Those wires are new.
What are you talking about, wires?
No, he's got wires that he's exposed.
He was never exposed.
He's exposed now. No, C-3PO is exposed and always has been.
Tell me he's a flasher now?
Yeah, he's flashing his wires. He's wired. C-3PO is now wired, literally.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that we're gonna become like part machine in the future? I mean, is that what they're trying to show us by these movies?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not convinced that I don't know what this reality is.
Yeah, Cole's has an apostrophe now. It never had an apostrophe in my memory.
Well, what about Popeyes? Popeyes used to have an apostrophe.
Look, you guys, no matter how we got here, we all have our theories. Yeah. We're in a reality that's 99.99% similar to the one we had before. And it almost feels like something reconstructed our reality, got some stuff wrong, thought that this was spelled one way, the way it sounds. I mean, there's so many things like that. Forgot to put the S on something, whatever. I mean, if we got moved, look, life has a backup apparently, and we're in it now. Bottom line, life has a backup.
It's more like this. We have infinite amount of you, me, and everybody else.
Oh man, I feel bad for my other versions of me. Yeah. I'm just kidding. But no, I think we're very shifty creatures.
Yeah. And every time we observe something, we get shifted out. And, like right now, I'm talking to you, but then next moment, I might be talking to
a different version of me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
You guys, shift happens.
That's right. That's exactly. Hey, how you doing there, Melissa?
Okay, I have a question for life, if I could.
Sure.
Okay, you ready for this, life?
Okay, I'm standing now. I'm standing down, but I'm sitting up.
Okay, so you know my outlook on all this, right? Or do you know?
Refresh this version of me's memory.
I have a really hard time believing that there are parallel universes with parallel me's on them.
Well, that just means you're not narcissistic enough. Join us.
But okay, so
I'm just kidding. Keep going.
so with that said, this is just crazy. Okay, so I love the Lord. Let me just tell you that. Jesus Christ is my Savior. But I went outside of my house one day, and I took a picture of my bay window. And when I looked at the picture that I took, I saw myself sitting in a chair at the kitchen table.
Wow.
And this is not, and I'm not a liar. I don't make stuff up. And
I mean, no, all you have to do is look at your avatar and know you're straight up. I believe you. So what happened to the photo? Don't let me guess. It dissipated like that photograph in Back to the Future. That part disappeared, right?
No, I'm still looking at it. I pulled it up just now to see if it's still there. It's still there. You can
Yeah, we're in the chat.
Oh, wow. So are you willing to share that, and have you shared it before?
I've not shared it with anyone, no, because I'm really having a hard time with this, because if we're in parallel universes, where we're on, or not universes, Earths, minty Earths or whatever you want to say, and then how could we have so much residue on all these different things that have changed? But then here I am, and I have a picture of me sitting at the kitchen table, and I'm the one that took it. How is that possible?
Well, you probably somehow caught it in an in-between where you were you caught the shift happening, where your two cells were, quantum entangled, and you somehow, you should play the lottery, I would say, because you just caught it at the perfect time. If that's what happened. I'm not saying that's what happened, but yeah, you were in the midst of a quantum shift, and there you both were.
And as they say, the sum of all probabilities is 100%, not 50%.
What was that again? Say it again.
The sum of all probabilities is 100%, not 50% when dealing with the multiverse.
Yeah, and speaking of the multiverse, they've proven that there's like 5 string theories that prove that there's 10 spatial dimensions, and one of them is parallel universes. So they say there's an infinite amount of you and me and everything else, so.
And that would explain deja vu to a great degree, because there's another version of ourselves that already experienced this. Whatever this is to each person. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I had a deja vu several months ago, and I believe that's exactly what me in a different multiverse being there before.
Yeah, well, I've always known that we're more than we know. I've always known that.
Like what I want to say with mathematics, Einstein proved the theory of relativity before they could prove it.
Yes.
And with the multi-string, the M theory, they've proven there's 10 dimensions, and one of them is parallel universes. So they already proven mathematically, and of course you can't perceive anything outside of 3 spatial and 1 of time, but mathematically you can prove all 10 of them. And they say this is like the holy grail of physics.
Yep.
So.
Okay, guys, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think the mic got dropped.
It got dropped for a second there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you guys can hear me?
Yes.
It may take a second to catch up. With you guys, if it's cool, I'd like to call Coles and ask them about Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, you're just a troublemaker. You're just a troublemaker, Brian.
You're like a commercial break.
Why don't you call a bar too while you're at it?
Hey, Jelly.
Yes.
If I promise my most ultimate quantum promise, would you share that photo with me? If I absolutely promise you not to ever share it with anybody, you can share it with Brian too.
Oh,
you know, you can share it with whoever you want. I just don't understand it, and I'll testify that I was the one that took it because I did. It's just.
Well, I mean, that's a show that, I mean, if you're willing to talk about it, I would just have you on the show to talk about it.
It just blows my mind. It really.
Don't
does.
let it scare you. Don't let it scare you. Let it be a miracle moment.
Miracle moment.
No, I'm serious.
Here's the other part that I didn't tell you yet. In the chair next to me at the table is a glowing white being.
Wow.
This is getting better by the moment. See?
This is.
Wow.
So that
I mean, do you want to just give Brian the exclusive right now? I mean, this is definitely more interesting than Cole's.
Yes, it sure is.
Go ahead.
I will wait and we can talk about it here in a little bit, where you guys can actually see the picture and decide what you want to do with it.
Well, can you share it? Like, can you send it to me and I'll share it with everyone? Because that's really amazing.
That would be interesting.
I mean, I think this is a miracle thing. I don't think this is a scary thing. And I think if you have a scary thing going on around it, this is a very good opportunity to help shift that.
You're absolutely right, Life Matrix.
Well, I think I want to crop it before I send it, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that without destroying the picture. Maybe copy it a couple times first or something.
Is the picture on your phone?
No, it's on my computer. Okay.
Oh.
I got it copied.
Can you take a picture of it? Like,
I think she's got it handled. I think, yeah.
Yeah, but you go ahead and do your thing, and
I'm just trying to shake up some trees, and so hopefully we can gather up some leaves here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do the trees shake without an observer?
Sometimes they shake on their own. But here's the thing: do people want to be woken up?
I don't know. Some don't seem to be.
Some are happy in their dream world.
Well, we're in the dream world too. We're just more aware of it.
Exactly.
Now, you know, I literally feel like those people from the Matrix, and there's these octopus beings coming after us. Like what just happened, I just got took down off my own channel. That's crazy.
Oh, you did? I don't know about that. What happened?
I got booted out. That's what happened.
When, earlier?
Yeah, you didn't see my icon was completely gone?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
You shifted out.
Well, talking about the Matrix, what about that one line that disappeared?
What about Lawrence Fishburne's name getting changed, both first and last name?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What did it change? How did it change?
It went from LAW to LAU or
what? No way.
Yeah, check it out. Look them up.
No.
Google it.
Brian, you should have that picture by now.
Look it up. I just found out that the other day.
Let me look. Fishburne.
Yeah, Fishburne. See if that ain't changed on you.
It did. It used to be LAW.
Yeah.
What?
Now it's at LAU.
No.
Welcome to the Mandela Effect.
Indeed.
It's not only the first name; it's a last name too.
Yeah, I thought it was BRNE.
Yeah, it's a double effect, buddy. You get 2 for 1 tonight.
It was FISHBOR. Yeah.
I'm making note of that one.
It's the greatest show on earth, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Let's take a vote on that one. How do you spell Lawrence Fishburne's name?
LAW, I'd know that.
Matrix, what do you remember?
This is one Matrix moment I don't recall. as far as I don't have a memory of it.
Oh man, Jelly, what do you remember?
Oh, I have no idea.
LAW.
Mandel? It was
LAW.
LAW. For me, it was LAW.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get a greater consensus, I guess.
Just found Residue.
Yeah,
Somebody already put a video out on it. I don't know who, but it's definitely, you know, it had residue and everything else.
Okay, you guys want to see if we can shake up a couple trees here? Maybe one?
Found Residue for calls.
I'm not an accomplice. I know nothing.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me share that picture with you guys real quick. I know we're jumping around a lot.
Oh wait, we're gonna share her picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we see
Oh,
the picture?
wow. Oh man, I think we need to like. Wow.
I want to see a picture.
Man, let's give this some special like time though. Let's maybe have like a little bit of a pause though. We can't just go into shenanigans into this photo. This is a very special moment that she's sharing with us. I mean, so yeah, about Jelly, thank you. Like this is we understand what a big thing this is for you to share this photo.
Where is it?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Where is it?
You should have it.
Yeah. I mean, where's that being?
Okay, so if you look in the bay window and you look all the way to the left, there's like a white being, a white light being, and then right on the edge of it on the right side, you can see like my face and like my hand.
And you
But
might
I'm
need
the
to
one
keep. Go ahead.
You guys
I'm
see
the
it?
one.
You guys see it? I'm zoomed in as high as I can go.
Right. You might need to screen share to everybody. Do you have that?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Can you guys see that? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So it's to the left in the bay window. You said.
I see it.
The upper left, correct?
The big window all the way to the
Yeah.
left. There's a white being right there.
Yes, I
And
see
then
it.
on the
Wow.
other, right there, you can see my face and like
Can
my
you keep,
hand.
Brian? Can you keep the screen on just your channel? You know
Yeah.
how to do that, so it doesn't switch back and forth.
No. How do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like
Well, okay, I guess if we're just all quiet for a moment, we can observe it because otherwise it's going to switch back and forth. I'll shut up now.
Okay.
Brian, as long as you keep talking, we'll be able to see it.
That's fine. Where are you? In the photo, where are you?
I'm the one taking the picture outside.
Okay, you're outside. Okay, I get that. Is there another person? Is this a table or are they in a chair? What is that?
There's a kitchen table, and off to the left are 2 chairs, and then off to the right are 2 chairs because there's the stove, countertop stove thing.
So you're convinced that's you sitting down there?
It looks just like me.
It does.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I was the one that took the picture.
Holy
Did you
crap.
see? Did you see these 2 beings? One of them being you, when you took the photo.
It wasn't until I looked at the photo did I notice. After I looked, you know, I took it and then I looked, and that's when I saw. But when I took it, no, I didn't see anything.
What was your purpose for taking the photo?
Because there was something weird going on in the house, so I was like, "Come on, girls, we got to get out of the house." And I just started snapping pictures.
Oh, so you felt? Wait, did you feel? Okay, so this is important. You felt an energy in the house.
My ear was ringing super loud, my left ear.
Whoa.
And my whole body felt like, and I keep having it all the time now, like I'm on a ship, like I'm on a boat, and I get like seasick. And I was just like, come on, we gotta get out of the house, you know? So we just walked out, and then I just started snapping some pictures. And this was one of them.
Oh, Scarab can't make it.
Well, I can invite him in here real quick. If
I just saw an invite that he said he couldn't make it come up on your thing. I was snooping. Sorry, Brian.
No,
We
it's
just got a
okay.
notification.
Do you think,
He said he
you
could
want to join in real quick? Or
No, he just said he couldn't make it. I just saw that come up on your thing.
it's all right.
There's definitely.
I'm just trying to take this all in right now, you know?
You're trying
With
to take
the
it
ear-
in.
No, what I want to say, with the ear ringing like that, you like Life said that you were right in the middle of that quantum shift with your ear ringing, and that's when that all happened. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah.
Have you shared this with anyone else?
No.
Oh my God.
Nobody.
When was this? When did it happen?
I'll have to look.
Interesting picture.
August
That is-
the 18th at 12:27 a.m.
You say there was something weird going on in the house?
Yeah.
But you heard the ring in your ear when all this was happening, correct?
Yeah, it was the first time I think that it ever gotten that loud. And then
Wow.
since then it happens all the time now, like in my ear. I feel it, and I get like really motion sickness, like I'm on a big boat. Like I feel like our earth is on a great big boat. And then
Let me ask you a question. Do you hear it in both ears or in the left ear?
I hear it in my left ear all the time.
I do too.
Wow.
It goes down and it's real quiet, and then it'll get really loud, and then it just like pops and goes away, and then it starts coming back and builds up and does it again. But sometimes I'll hear it in both ears, and that when it does both ears is when I feel motion sickness the worst.
I hear it
I
in
know-
both. Well,
Somehow I know when my left ear rings real loud and with that high screeching sound, I know it's an effect. I say to myself, okay, more effects on the way when I hear that one, and soon enough, it's like a whole bunch of them coming the next day or so.
I actually do the same thing, and someone did a video I saw actually before the Mandela Effect, and he says it's 83.4 hertz that you're hearing. Does that make any?
Is that like the Schumann? You talking about the Schumann resonance?
No, it's the ringing in the ear.
Oh, the hertz.
Yeah, it sounds a lot higher. I mean, it's like in the kilohertz range because it's real high up there. I mean, it's like high up there. It's he can hear it, but it's in like greater than 10 kilohertz or more. But yeah, the Schumann resonance, we'll get on that one. 2014 started spiking up, and it's like setting records where it's hitting the beta range now, and that's the reason why we're all so alert to everything, because it's, life, you know about that, right?
That wasn't anyone's ears ringing just then, was it?
No.
I'm just messing with you guys. There's this frequency. Have you guys heard about it? It's called 528 hertz.
Yeah, that's the miracle frequency where it's supposed to heal the DNA and all that.
Let's just hear that real quick, guys. I'm curious. Is that kind of like what you guys hear? Is that about the frequency?
Kind of.
No, that's not the
No.
frequency of the shift. It's way up there, man.
No.
Could be a harmonic, though, But
how can we as Christians explain a shift? Do you see what I'm saying? How can we?
Yeah.
How can we? All this. I've studied the Bible. I've memorized it. You know what I mean? And then here's this.
So, Jolie, the only way I can explain it is that the narrative, and I'm not saying that the Bible's not true and God's not true, and all these things are not true, but the construct narrative that we were given, I don't think it's accurate. I'll just say it that way. It doesn't mean that you can't believe in Jesus Christ. It doesn't mean that you can't follow whatever religion you're following. But I think we have to open our perceptions up a little bit more to think that maybe there's a reason why that we were given a certain narrative.
Well, hey, Melissa, let me
Yeah.
put it this way. We see in part and we know in part, okay? We
Mhm.
don't know everything, but I truly believe that science will back up what creation is and God is. My personal theory of the string theory is there are 10 spatial dimensions and one of time. And I believe that God Almighty is in the 10th dimension, in the highest dimension. That's the reason why he's omnipresent. He's in all places, all times. And also, time in itself is an illusion because he's in the past as well as the present and future at the same time. With that, if you can kind of understand that.
I understand that completely. I've read
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So, to God, all this is, nothing simple. He's the Alpha. And Jesus says, I am the Alpha and Omega. I'm the beginning and the end, you know?
Right.
And God is quantum mechanics, I have to admit, is the absolute truth of way creation is set up, in Planck's length and Planck's time is the smallest individual unit
Yes.
of way things are. And it's just like, it's a simulated reality, but that's the way God set everything up,
Yeah.
In other words, as we get more understanding of everything, the way things are, it kind of proves what God is saying,
Well, it did say that he would. What is it? We're not dealing with flesh and blood. We're dealing with the spiritual realm,
principalities of spirit
principalities. Yeah.
in high places, right?
And laws would be changed. And he wasn't talking about laws like don't speed. He was talking about laws of physics, wasn't he?
Yeah, and speaking of laws of physics, if you look at your stopwatch or whatever, the seconds, they're actually moving faster than your original count, like 1001, one Mississippi one. It's actually moving faster. That's the reason why, you say, oh, it's only, time's passing much quicker now than it was before.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy to us because we're in a finite, three-dimensional realm. We're the ones in a box, and so but basically, we're in for a ride.
Now everybody knows what my house looks like.
Oh, there you go.
That's the dirty kitchen there.
Hey, you guys, I would say the main thing is, try to like imagine like this. Do not try and bend the iPhone. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth. What truth?
It's not real.
There is no iPhone.
Yeah. No, you're right, Life. Life, you're absolutely right. We think reality is real,
It's not.
but it's really not. It's freaking programmable. Like you program whatever you want to write software. It's the way it is.
Well, what's that saying? What have I told you? That everything you do was an illusion and that nothing is real?
Exactly.
I think his exact line was, "What if I told you that none of this is real?"
It's
And no
gone
longer-
now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder why that particular phrase has been deleted. No, we don't want you to know the truth.
19 words no longer exist.
Really?
What's that?
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah,
It was 19.
who has a train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Choo.
So let's see. I'm wondering if that frequency that we're hearing in our ears is roughly the same too. Like if we could like give it a sort of pitch, if we could figure out the hertz, maybe.
Let me try. Like I said, I saw a video on it. And I can pull it up.
Have you ever been sitting next to someone that has a hearing aid in?
Yes, you hear birds chirping sometimes too with those.
Well, yeah. Speaking of bird chirping, you change your battery in your smoke detector there, Brian? I hear that chirping once in a while.
Yeah, we changed the battery in that.
Okay.
You know what happens with the
Is that
smoke
all the way to the
detectors,
room?
right? Yeah, you know, a lot of people have been having, over the last year, a lot of people have been having the smoke detectors chirp like that.
Yeah.
The first couple 3 months, I kept like mine was doing that when I'd be praying a lot, and then I would get online and I was watching a lot of people talk about the Lord, and they'd be praying, and theirs would be chirping in the background, and I would be like, "Whoa, what is happening?" And then I asked some people about it, and they think that when the Holy Spirit is really present, like super present, not just normal in your body present, but super present, that is why those things are chirping. I mean, because I've even taken the battery out of one, and it still was chirping at me.
That's a trip.
Yeah, that was. My brother was here, and he witnessed it.
Wow.
and he dropped it, and he was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I told you." I was like, because I was just praying right before that, and I was like, "I told you. See, I told you." And he's trying. It was hilarious.
Hey, Brian,
Yes.
I'm sending you the link to that video I saw about the hertz. There it is.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you.
If you go to about the 1 minute mark, 109.
Hey, what's up, guys? I make this video.
Okay, so you're about 109?
Yes.
Cool. I appreciate you sharing that. Okay, so this is, can you guys, let me know if you can hear this, okay?
I'm going to put in 8344, or about there. It's hard because as soon as
Are you hearing that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
you
cool.
let your hand off the slider, it kind of jumps around. All right, 80. All right, now I'm going to fade it in. Oh, 83. See what I'm saying? Every time if you upgrade to the other version, you're able to just type it in.
So 80, what is it? What do you say, 83 hertz?
8344.
Yeah.
8.344 kilohertz.
There we go. So I'm going to play the sound. I don't know if the phone microphone's going to pick it up, but here we go.
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Now you do.
No. Am I supposed to hear it?
That's the sound I hear.
It's something like that, yeah. Very close.
I don't hear it.
You hear that? That's the same exact tone
How come I didn't hear it?
that's showing
You didn't
up
hear it?
No, I didn't hear it either.
Say it
in the
again.
program.
Say it again.
So that means that it's actually a real tone. You hear that?
What about now?
Yeah.
Now I hear it.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind
Yeah.
of like that.
The
Yeah.
same exact tone.
What?
Let's play it
I
again.
don't hear it.
I'm playing it again. Listen up to
I don't
this,
know
okay?
if the phone microphone's going to pick it up, but here we go.
That's it.
How?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's it.
How?
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, that's pretty much a frequency.
And that video was made in 2011.
That's the same exact tone.
Wow. Okay, so there are people back in 2011 hearing this sound, but they didn't know what was causing it or what was for. Let's see if I can zoom in on
Did
that.
that hurt anybody's ear?
Okay, 83.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
it.
28.
That's the tone. Divide it by 528. See what you get.
You hear that?
I just
That's
screenshot
the
it.
same exact tone that's showing up
Did you hear it,
in the
Teresa?
program. So that means that it's actually a real tone. See, here we go again. See it up there? To let you know that if people are telling you it's tinnitus and all this other stuff like thyroid, I even heard, or whatever, you could check it yourself to see if it's actually a real sound, and I found that it is. Now, just for the heck of it, I'm going to go over here. And then we're going to play this. Now, oh, I I need to, sorry. I forgot the iPad. It's important. All right, so I'm going to play this song right now, just this one part. Now check it out. This is a song by Aphex Twin called Equation, and this is like the very end of it, but check it out. Ready? Here we go.
Oh,
You know, what if they're encoding some sort of subliminal message?
that sounded like something else, Brian.
Come on, check it out yourself, guys. All right, see you later.
Get this.
There was a message in there.
I take that frequency divided by 528, comes out to be 15.97, which is very close to 16.
I noticed the face, though.
But check it out yourself, guys. All right, see you later.
Wow.
It's like the 16th harmonic, pretty much 16th harmonic of 528.
That truly is amazing, guys.
Yeah,
Ow.
but that's what I heard in my left ear.
Yep.
Ah,
You see that?
oh, my ears hurt.
Thanks, Emperor, for sharing that, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, that was really strong.
Well, I guess I'm not going to cause any more mischief tonight, but somebody else wanted to speak with us in the chat, Seeker of Truth, I think. So let me just see if I can get them in here real quick, and then we'll say goodnight to everyone, okay?
All right.
Does that sound good with you guys?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Brian, will you put your call-in phone number in the chat window?
Yes, I'll do that. It's the same as before. I haven't changed it. I just log out whenever I'm not in it, so that way it doesn't go off all day long or whatever.
I sent you a picture from someone, and they're going to call you if you would put that number in there.
Sure, I'll do that.
Wow. Somebody said that they calculated we're losing 6.5 hours in the timeline for a 24-hour day.
Hey, Data, will you keep track of this number in case anyone wants to call in? I appreciate that, buddy. Oh, already on top of it.
Okay, I get something up.
What is it, Teresa?
Somebody said that we're losing 6.5 hours a day with our 24-hour day. That we're because of the time fluctuation of it speeding up. Somebody just calculated that. 6.5 hours of losing in a 24-hour day.
Okay, there's a picture that I'm being shown real quick. So
It's bizarre.
somebody sent me a picture. Teresa, what were you saying about no comma?
Two coals with no comma. It was residue. Boom. It was an article without the comma.
Okay, now Jelly, have you seen this picture? Oh, you saw an article without the comma?
I saw an article without the comma, then saying coals. Like it wasn't there.
Okay. Cool.
It was residue for you.
All right, well, I'll share that also real quick. I know it's like we're not really in school anymore, a lot of us, but you know what our parents used to say, school night.
How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Seeker, what's up, man?
Hey, not too much. You? I got into the end of it. I just got off work, so thanks for the invite for tonight and maybe tomorrow if you're gonna do another one.
We'll be on Friday. I can put you down too for Friday if you want.
Yeah, I'll be work till probably about 7 or so, but I'm good after that. So.
Okay, cool. So you're Friday for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do
Hi,
probably.
Tom. Hi, Jelly.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good you, Tom.
Hi.
Hi, Jelly. And
Yeah.
I don't know Neo here. Who's Neo?
That's Life Matrix.
Life Matrix.
Yes.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, there is no iPhone. I just found out.
I watch a lot of your videos, man.
Thank you, sir. It blows my mind because I've been holding this thing in my hand for so long, but apparently it never existed in the first place.
Well, you know, we all bend into one reality or the other, I guess, eh?
Well, it's like that quantum hotel, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm at iPhone. I'm at iPhone 11 now. I don't know where you guys are at.
I got a Commodore 64.
Man, wait till you see iPhone 11, man. It's awesome.
Is it in your hand? Is it
I'm not sure.
by your pulse, your body?
I'm really not sure.
You just kind of stick your hand up next to your face and you can talk into it.
It's in the virtual hand.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I just got word, if you don't mind me sharing that, Rena, you guys know Rena, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rena.
So Rena and I are going to have a little chat, not too long, but about 30 minutes. We're going to go live on my channel. So if anybody wants to join over there.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to interview because, man, she's got a lot to say. She's been through a lot. And so we're going to drop in.
Yeah, sure. I'll join in too. If that's okay.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. And the word is,
send me in there too, man. That'd be great.
The word is that she's the oracle.
Oh, cool.
Well, blue or green, you know, or red or.
I always enjoy them cookies. The cookies are the bomb.
Oh, Tom, are you the cookie monster?
The cookie monster.
I'm surprised
It might be past somebody's
that
bedtime.
hasn't changed. I'm surprised that hasn't changed.
Box of cookies. Hey, look, this is from Teresa. She sent this one, Cole. She wanted me to share that without the apostrophe, without the comma, okay? And then
we got one with an apostrophe.
That's right. Well, I don't know what I'm looking at here, Jelly. What is this photograph?
It's a photograph of 2 moons.
What?
And she's trying to call in so that she can talk to you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That looks like a picture from.
Hopefully,
Becky.
I got the phone number right. Let me make
From
sure.
Becky. It might be Becky. She's in my group.
Yeah.
I've seen that photo before. I
Hey,
don't
guys,
know.
I got to cut out to set this thing up. Brian, I'll send you an invite, and thank you so much, man. It's been fun tonight. Lots of laughs. I really appreciate it. We got to keep laughing, you guys.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, absolutely. Greatest show on earth.
Thanks, Matrix.
Thanks for having me, guys. And Life Matrix, thanks. You got great videos.
Hey, Brian,
Yes?
I'm gonna probably call it as well.
You're going to do what? Call it a night?
Yeah, sign out.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining us tonight, Mandel, and thanks for sharing that frequency video. That was awesome.
Yeah, that
Great
was.
time. Thanks again.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome.
We'll see you later, okay?
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Sleep
Good night.
tight.
God bless you.
Don't let the bed
God bless.
bugs bite, that's for sure.
Indeed. Good night.
All right. Good night, man.
Yep.
Becky said it didn't go through, but that's her picture. And
Okay. You gave her that 334 number?
I did.
I don't know why it's not going through.
I don't know either. Is it charged? Is
Yeah.
it turned on?
Maybe
Yeah, it would have helped.
No, but No, Becky posted in her group about that picture.
Well, I think she's in the chat. She could tell you in there.
Yeah, I can try to call her real quick if that's cool, or
yeah, give her a shout.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. She's got the 2 moons up there in the chat room.
Melissa, can you want to send me your? Do you have her number?
If she sends me her
I don't
phone
know if she
number
wants
for
it
you to
public.
call her.
I don't know if she wants it public or anything. You know, some people don't want it public in the chat.
Just tell her to call your number, or
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
At least you
typing
get 2
something.
for the price of 1.
She's typing something.
Oh, okay. I will send you her phone number. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this photo.
Yeah.
Set. Ta-da.
Okie dokie.
Did you get it?
Yep, I got it.
I'm still kind of wigged out about the whole, and I've been sitting on that picture since August.
Oh my goodness.
What?
What'd you think, Tom? Somebody was in the room with you? You looked back behind you.
No, I saw the pillows at the bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
So-
this is Brian.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Sister Becky.
Hey, Becky, how you doing? Long time no chat.
Described as another, under another channel. Anyway, but
This
about
is-
this picture.
Yeah, this is Becky, guys. Becky's talking about this picture. Okay, go ahead, Becky. I'm sorry.
Yes, a few nights ago, I noticed that the moon was just moving super fast in an hour's time from one position to another. And I was trying to tell a friend about it. And I was just thinking so hard, wishing so hard that I could show them where it had been versus where it, had traveled to in that short amount of time. And I found it interesting that upon, I didn't even realize what I had at first. I had took actually like 2 photos in succession. And for whatever reason, I picked the second one and never saw that I had the double moon to begin with. Or I wouldn't have felt the need to try to draw and show them a little, okay, in the second one, this is where it had been. I realized later that I caught it, in both positions at one time. And it doesn't make sense to me. So I just know that it happened.
And when was this photo taken? Can you tell everyone?
It was on the 8th, I believe it was, if memory serves correctly. I've got it posted in the group I'm in, and I can look in the details, but I think it was on the night of the 8th, right around 11 p.m.
Okay. For those of you out there, if you want to screenshot that, you're more than welcome to. Is that okay if they share your photo?
Yeah, that's fine.
And you can almost swear up and down that this is not like a lens flare or anything like that, because typically that's what you'll get from people. Oh, that's just a lens flare, right?
Right, I've heard that, but I promise you,
That does not look like a lens flare.
Let me.
No,
sorry,
to me it doesn't.
Illuminate. So
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that.
Like what I'm saying is, the first picture, if it was a lens flare, you would think that it would do it at that time as well. It was in the same position. It's gotten many other kinds of lens flares any other time I've taken pictures, is what I mean, so.
Yeah, and what I'm wondering is where
find it
those.
interesting.
Go ahead. Sorry. You go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask you, and I'm wondering where are all those billions of stars that we have out? I don't see them in the photograph at all.
Well, there's trees behind. That's why,
Okay.
the moon was really big, really bright, of
Wow.
course. And that, you can still I could physically see it looking that direction. But of course, it was like peeking through, and there's some trees, so I could understand that somebody might say, okay, well, it's just shining on whatever. But I feel confident that it wasn't, because I took other pictures and it never did that again. You know, I really, and what's interesting is the morning before that is when I caught the cat inside, like she had meowed, and it seemed like it was also in different two places at one time, her meow, and she looked in the same direction that I looked. And, you know, I found that interesting. And then this happened with the moon. So, you know, I'm very down to earth. I'm not trying to pull anyone's leg. You know, I'm a Christ believer. That's what my conviction is. And I respect everyone else's. It's just, I'm very big about, you know, being very truthful about matters. And this is a picture that I don't understand, but I feel it's relevant to at least put out there.
Well, I can back up Becky's word, because like she's in my group, and like there's nothing she's ever posted that is not relevant. So I'll put that out there.
I totally agree with that too.
This is just really, it's mind-boggling, honestly, and the fact that, okay, because I'm trying to imagine the orientation of everything here.
That would have been in the east sky.
That's the east sky, yeah.
And
yes.
Anything about Planet X or Nibiru? Or?
So, Tom was asking about anything about Planet X or Nibiru.
I don't think so. I mean, my honest feeling is, you know, because at 10 o'clock, roughly, the moon had been right there in that location, the lower one by that post. You know, like I have a fixed, there's a, I don't know if you can see the post in the picture. Yeah. I'm not able to view
we could see it.
YouTube chat right now. But.
And you say around what time was this?
It was at 10 o'clock that it was in that lower position. So I don't think it would have been a planet or a star. And it's just odd that it was as if I caught it where it was. At the same time, it captured an image of where it traveled in that hour span, you know, the higher position. And, you know, that night, I was really, really just thinking and wishing hard. I was like, man, if I could only show them where it was, you know, and show them the distance. So I don't know if that matters or not, but it's
well, I'm kind of wondering if we need to, like, you know how they have those features now on the phones that you can track it over a long period of time and it shows it rapidly moving. What do you call that feature now with phones?
It's like the slow motion or something like that.
Time lapse.
That's it.
I'm wondering if we could like start time lapsing these sunsets and sunrises and all this other stuff here with the moon going on.
Right.
And just see if it changes from day to day.
I don't know if you remember, like when we were talking last chat, I was telling you about how we didn't see I didn't see the moon for almost a whole month. It is just, and I've seen videos on how people are saying, like she got that picture, it was a clear night, but I mean, I haven't had clear nights like in a long, long time. Like I remember looking out at the stars all the time. I got a microscope.
Well, thank you for sharing. Is she still on the phone?
Yeah, Becky, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I will put something in the comments for you, mentioning you for that, and so people can check that out. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. Not trying to promote. I'm just saying, like, I've been on another channel and shared about it the other last night, and I guess I could make a video as well on my channel regarding it. But I have found some other interesting things if you ever want to touch base in the future.
Yes, certainly.
Something.
If you would text me the link to your channel too, I'll promote your channel for you on here too. Okay.
All right.
You have my number, so.
All right. That'll work.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you.
Catching some pretty strange things going on in the sky. That's for sure.
Definitely.
I know. I'm glad people like you are out there tracking it and everything too. You know.
Right.
Hey, Becky, it's good to hear you.
Wasn't that I'm sorry.
No, Tom said, Becky, it's good to hear you.
No, Becky's one of our like best ones in our group that we have, and she's A-class. That's all I can say.
I appreciate it.
Hey, God bless you, Becky. Thanks for sharing that with us. And you have a good night, okay? We're
God bless.
Are you still there? Okay. Yeah, Becky, thank you. Good night now.
Good night.
Yeah, she's a sweet lady. I don't know, Teresa, did you hear all what she said? I think Teresa might have fallen asleep. Are you there, Teresa? Yeah, a lot of us have been taking sleeping pills. Honestly, I'm one of them.
I only take them when I go to bed.
Teresa, you there?
Oh, Queen, are you there?
Oh, okay. Okay, I was afraid your phone was going to be on all night or something.
No, I'm here. I've been listening to you guys. It's real interesting about the moon and everything. There's some other weird things in the sky.
What's going on in the skies? So we're winding down the show here. Does anyone else, real quick, don't want to mention anything before we leave? I'll leave the table open right now.
I just want to say I'm scared I got on late, but I didn't know what you guys were talking about earlier and stuff like that. But I mean, maybe we can go into other conversations tomorrow night if I'm on, and maybe we can. I see more and more cloud patterns that are really weird, and
Are we ending the show?
Yes, we're doing some last words here for the night. Honestly, I did not expect we'd have this many guests on. I'm really happy that you all could join, you know.
Well, thanks for having me, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, Seeker, no problem. I got you down for Friday also. I guess we'll go ahead.
No, I was just about to say we were going to go into something, the last conversation before, and we ran out of time there. I think it was about the pyramids or something.
The 10 pyramids?
Or it might have been one of those things. I can't remember. It was the last thing. We kind of ran out of time. We said,
how many pyramids do we got nowadays?
we want to talk about the pyramids. We'll do that conversation on Friday. We'll talk about the pyramids.
Yeah.
We have 10 pyramids now at Giza.
Okay, we're up to 10. Good. Oh yeah, it's 10. It's always been 10.
And I've been told we now have a Sphinx. We now have a Sphinx king. I've been told.
Yeah,
I've never heard of a Sphinx.
No, and you got to count the black ones in Antarctica too, right?
Oh well,
yes, the black Antarctica.
Were you here to enjoy the black chickens?
Oh, I've seen the pictures of the black chickens. Those things scare me. I don't want to eat those things.
That's what you call the real dark meat.
Oh my God.
Yes, the real dark meat. Teresa, do you have any last words?
No.
Before we end?
I was just enjoying listening to you guys.
Yeah. Hey, listen, thanks for sending us all that, sending me the fantastic residue. I'm going to try to upload it to the drive here.
You're welcome. If there's any more residue you want me to find for you, just let me know.
Yeah, if only I could find one that would automatically send whatever you send me in Messenger to the drive. That would be awesome too.
Well, I like the Gatorade. You didn't bring up very much about the Gatorade of the logo.
Yes.
The saying what they're saying now.
The Gatorade now, if you look at it, it says thirst quencher. It used to be quench your thirst.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Quench your thirst. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now it's thirst quencher.
And always been like that since the dawn of time.
Apparently so, and that's another thing that I can call up a company like a gas station and ask them, what was the slogan, if you remember?
Just to reiterate, the Google logo, that's always been the large G in the beginning.
Yes, in this reality.
Wow. I'm having a hard time tripping over that one right now.
Well,
I just found that tonight.
To me, Google changes it in an aspect of
they
always
change
something.
it. Yeah,
they change it to Thanksgiving things, and they kind of do it. But I don't know about the large G or not.
But,
I can't
the standard logo, it's always been a large G, right?
No, I can't confirm that because, like I said, they change it so much.
All right, guys,
How do we know when we're shifting?
A lot of people say they get the ringing in the ears, and that may be a suspected shift.
Because that's happened to me off and on. Like the other day, remember? I don't know if you were telling. Who else is on right now besides you? I'm sorry.
Me.
I've got
Tom
Jelly.
And Corey.
What?
Tom and Corey are on.
Tom and Corey?
I'm sorry.
Tom and Corey.
Yeah.
Cool.
Corey?
Instead, Tom and Jerry.
Seeker.
Yeah, Seeker.
You would have called me Seeker. Sorry.
Call him
Have you
Seeker.
guys had any change in as far as your eye colors go? Because Brian has been seeing my pictures. My eyes have been changing colors, and I don't wear contacts, and it really freaks me out because that's like I'll wake up one morning, it's green, and then another morning it goes back to my normal color brown, and today it was really weird. It was like a grayish blue, right, Brian?
Yes. Yes, it was more like
switching colors.
Did I tell you the story about when I was at the hospital? The doctor looked at my eyes.
Tomorrow is it going to be red?
But yeah, our time
too much drinking is the red.
We're already losing time. I don't know what time it is in your time zones here. It's like
12:19. 12:19. Valdosta time.
Well, I'm a day sleeper, so it's you guys got to sleep. So I understand that, so it's all good.
Hey man, what time are you going to be joining us tomorrow night? So I know.
What time do you start?
We start 9 p.m.
That's...
Actually, not tomorrow night, Friday, 9 p.m.
Well, that would be today for me.
I got to take Brian out
ahead.
to dinner.
I'm an hour ahead. It's like 1:20 here, so.
Well, it'll be like 16 hours from now or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, kid, you got shortchanged.
Well, we've had a very interesting discussion tonight, and I thank all the audience and everybody, and thank you for participating in tonight's show. And I especially want to thank Jelly for sharing that interesting photo. Jelly, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Did the cows have the calf yet?
No, she has not had her baby yet.
Jelly? Teresa wanted to ask you something. I think one last thing.
Okay, what?
I didn't understand about the whole picture story. I'm sorry, I missed that. Looking at.
Okay, just to, in case we have some late joiners here, real quick, briefly, in that photograph, Jelly, you want to explain it?
Oh, you go ahead.
I couldn't tell what I
Okay.
was looking at because all I could see is the picture from the outside, but I don't know what I was looking at from the outside, and I'm
It's okay.
sorry, I'm a little out.
It's okay. What we were looking at is she was outside looking in, and she noticed her ears were ringing. Something funny was going on around the house. And
Yeah.
at the time, when she was taking the picture, she saw someone sitting at the table on the right, inside that window, the big window, which looked like her, like she was seeing herself inside the house, and there was a being of light. I guess it was sitting down across from her at the table. Am I right, Jelly?
Wait a minute, you saw yourself at the table up from the outside?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, that's crazy.
What'd she say? It was.
Did that freak you out?
Well, yeah.
Look at you.
I didn't see it until after I took the picture. I like looking in, I didn't see it. It was when I went back and looked at the picture, I was like, what? How is that possible?
Wait. You're saying this might have happened while you were shifting. Could that be your other reality person?
Oh, I have a whole issue with that. So I don't understand.
Either you from the other reality still there.
I don't know what to make of it, honestly. I'm just being really honest. I don't.
Hey, Jelly, it does.
Around, we're going from one reality to another. Is there a chance that the other you didn't leave yet?
You're asking questions I can't answer.
It's like emerging realities for the moment, but yeah, I know your mind's probably going tilt there, Melissa. It's because of the.
The one thing I wanted to ask.
Wow, that's
freaky.
I mean, there's lots of questions. Did you see it, Teresa? Did you see it?
Can you send me a close up of the picture? Because I only have my cell phone and it's hard to see it.
I believe I took a screenshot. I did take a screenshot of it. I can send it to you.
Maybe tomorrow.
You're telling me you saw yourself sitting at the table from the outside.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh my God!
I can pull it up one more time.
Freak out.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe tomorrow we can go into.
You didn't see until you took the picture.
Who did you think it was? That's what I wanted to ask you, Jelly. Who did you think it was that was sitting at the table, and which two people?
It's a glowing white entity, human being, or whatever, and then it's me. I mean, like. You know,
right, but
you know what I look like. Look at the picture.
I know what you look like, but who did you think it was at first? Is what I'm saying.
That's what I thought it was, and I thought, how in the world is that possible that I'm the one taking the picture and I'm taking a picture of myself?
Can I ask a question?
Wow.
Were you wearing the same thing?
Ah, that's a good question.
See, I don't know. I don't know that one.
Did you see the detail wearing? Because if it was another color, then it could have been from another reality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can see what I'm wearing. No, you can only see like my head and my arm. So you really can't see the clothes I had on.
I was going to say tomorrow maybe we can go into the theory of whether we go back from the fifth dimension or the fourth dimension or the third dimension, if we're shifting back and forth, and maybe that's a possible way that you had seen that picture. Maybe that's something we can bring up tomorrow, like in depth, because I know Brian wants to wrap it up there and is late there and stuff like that. But Tom, are you sighing on a bad note there or what?
No, it's always a good note, but
it's always a good note.
Right?
Yeah.
My eyes are getting darker.
Well, I've been wondering about that giant ring around our iris, and I do want to interview a doctor at some point. I want to see if he would do a conversation with me if he remembers it differently. And I know that's kind of hard trying to get doctors and respectable people. I mean, we're lucky we have doctors.
Doctor
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Dr. Lupo?
No,
Yeah,
Dr.
we're lucky
Lupo's
we have Dr.
little
Lupo right now.
Dr. Lupo's a Lupo.
How about
He-
Dr.
he-
Jekyll? Can we get Dr. Jekyll?
I'd rather get Jekyll and Hyde really than Lupo because
Well,
Lupo is a little loopy. Really, seriously. I've watched his videos. He's not serious there. He's not.
No. He's spiritual. He's totally spiritual right now.
You
He's
think
a good
so?
guy. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
I'd have
all
to
Hollywood
disagree. I'd have to
stars.
disagree.
I know Dr. Lupo is a really great guy. He was on here
Yeah.
on my channel.
Like as a person, maybe he is a great guy, but I'm just saying, like, he's just. I don't know. There's something about him I just don't. It just irks me. I don't know. I listen to his videos and it's just not like he tried to jump on every topic that's going out there, and maybe it's a money thing. I don't know, but
Well,
like my own channel, I don't put in commercials. I don't put in.
I don't
It's
do that
not
either.
money. It's not a money thing. It's about what we're going through and what the truth is. That's what I'm trying to find. So,
All right, guys. Well, we've had a wonderful evening.
Yep.
We're gonna wrap it up. Seeker, we'll see you Friday.
Yep.
And we'll talk
Wait a
about those
minute.
pyramids. See if you can help me maybe find some more research on some of the pyramids.
I can pull up a lot from Security 10 because he covers a lot of that. So
So we're officially at 10 pyramids and holding right now, right? Till the next change.
Until next week, maybe we'll have 11. Well, it was fun, guys. Good night, and God bless you all.
yeah, thank you.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Be
Thank
warmed
you.
and be filled. That's what the
Thank
Bible
Teresa.
says. Be warmed and be filled.
Don't give up.
Silver and gold I don't have.